What's up, everybody? Happy Monday, you know what I mean? You know, Karen is the first one in line over here, already in the chat. What's up? She said, what's up, man? I'm doing good. How are you? And producer, Vince, howdy. Shout out to the producer. You know what I mean? We're going to have a good Monday over here. Kind of a weird Monday, you know? Definitely not a victory Monday, but not a loss Monday. So I don't even know how to feel today after the tie. Packers-Cowboys last night scored 40 points and don't win the game. That was brutal. I didn't expect the Packers defense to give up 40 points all season long. So it was kind of brutal. But we have the Jets. We have the Dolphins Monday Night Football. There's a doubleheader at Monday Night Football. We're doing the early game, and then we're going to sleep. You know what I mean? At least I am. But so here we are. We're going to see. We got Justin Fields over here. Tua. You know, we got some people. I'm not real familiar with either of these teams. Like, super familiar. You know, obviously we got Tyreek Hill over there. He always seems upset. I don't know what's going on with the Dolphins. I thought the Dolphins were going to be a good team. They got the new coach. I like their coach. He's a funny guy, but apparently that doesn't always equal wins. You know what I mean? But thanks for rocking with me tonight, Monday Night Football. We're going to have the kickoff coming up over here. Hammer the chat. What you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Packers-Cowboys game? You want to talk about the NFC North? Obviously, we're going to talk about this game a little bit. But in between, we can talk about whatever you want. Give marriage advice or something, you know what I mean? Check out the podcast over here. We're going to have the kickoff over here from the goal line. He's at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's still moving. 30 to about the 34-yard line. 34-yard line right here. What's up, Aaron? These Dolphins uniforms are straight fire. Let's take a look at these things. I do like those. I didn't like the Arizona Cardinals. They had their new ones. Those things were flaky. These look clean. These look a lot different. I like it. That's just it's like anti-Dolphins. You know what I mean? Like what you're used to seeing the Dolphins in right here. Go, Pack, go. What's up, baby? How you doing? All right, here we go. First down and 10. We're going to have Tua over here. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right now. We got a man in motion. And now he's running around. This seems like the Packers type of offense right here. They hand it off left side. He slips, and that's going to be a gain of a couple yards there. What is up, Robert? How you doing? You know what I mean? Thanks for being here. We got Deb in the building. Hey, Matt, loving the sweatshirt. You know what I mean? This is one of my, from my store. Day drinking, mind your business. You know what I mean? It's actually one of my more favorite ones. I always get white because the white looks nice, but I usually have to buy another one. I think I buy most of them. Here we go. We're going to have Tua's going to be in shotgun over here. He's got a man to his left, 2nd down and 7. He's going to hand this thing off the right side, and that's going to be a gain of a couple. And I have to remember, too, Mr. Producer Vince doesn't see the game because he's, like, way behind me where I'm watching. So I have to explain, you know, it's my job to make sure he knows what graphics to put up. You know what I mean? We're going to try to explain this thing. You guys can help in the chat, too. Help Vince out. What's up, Stacy? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Yeah, these are, I think, the best alternates I've seen. They're sharp. I like that Miami in the front like that. We got Tua's going to be here, and shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 3rd down and 5. All right, he's going to be back that throw. Middle field, completed at the big time 1st down, past midfield. And there we go. The white shirts definitely bring out your eyes for sure. You know what I mean? It's all about fashion. That's how you got to know how to match, you know? Do my eyes look crossed when I wear this? I should ask people that. They'd be like, yeah. Here we go. What's up, Brett? Matt, what's up, my guy? Good to see you again. Dude, we are back. We are right here. Dude, I had 1,200 people watching the Packers stream. Here we go. We got a little pistol action here. We'll talk about that. 1st and 10. Tua's back to throw. He's rolling. He's trying to make some moves. Incomplete. Contact right away as he was trying to catch that thing. But yeah, I had 1,200 people watching live last night. at the end of that Packers Cowboys game. That was awesome. The most I think amount of people I've ever had watched for a game stream. I think any stream probably. Time for Ramage damage. You know what I mean? What's up, Larry? Matt, hey, I am just in a tie hangover. You know what I mean? You don't like it. It's a weird day. You don't even know how to feel about that. But I know it's not good. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Tua's going to hand this thing off up the middle. And there's not going to be a lot there. About 3 yards or so. It's going to be 3rd down. Yeah, dude. 1,200, dude. 1,200 people. That's a lot of people, dude. I mean, a lot of them were like just wanted to watch me suffer because they thought the Packers were going to lose. I mean, they ended up tying, so they weren't all wrong. But it was more like a lot of trolling, but it was fun. A lot of good people in there too. I mean, they're all good people, even if they're trolling. It's all fun. But it was a fun stream minus the tie part. 4 hours. 3rd down and 7. Tua's gonna be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's going to be back to throw. He's looking, and that's going to be a 1st down inside the 40-yard line. That's an absolute party, you know what I mean? That's why these streams are so fun. You just hang out, watch football, talk to people in the chat. There were so many people, like, even the comments were like, I couldn't even, like, they were just rolling at certain times, you know what I mean? I appreciate you, Deb, you know what I mean? All possible from the people like you who watch. I mean, that's not like the PBS commercial. All possible from people like you. Here we go. Tua is going to be under center. 1st down and 10. All right, he's going to, fake pitches it, now tosses it. Incomplete. I don't know who that was to. It seemed like that ball was going to go a lot further than it actually went. Coming up on ABC after this, it's the Bengals and the Broncos. I thought about I should have probably done that game instead because of the Packers play the Bengals next. But I didn't think about it. I want to do the earlier one because I need to get some shut-eye. I ain't trying to be up all night. Here we go, 2nd down and 10. And I don't think that game starts till way later. Like 9, isn't it, after this game? Yeah. Damn pigeons. Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. It's going to be a quick pass right side on a wide receiver screen, and he's going to get in past the 30. It's going to be 3rd down, though. 3rd down, I'm thinking about 3. What is up, Rick? How you doing this evening? Happy Monday. I don't like these little wide receiver screens. I mean, if they work, and it worked good enough right there, but they always tweak me out. Like when the Packers do it, because it really doesn't work all that much. But here we go, 3rd down and 3. 11 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Tua's going to be back to throw. Quick pass. That's a little slant. Incomplete. And that's going to be 4th down. Packers and Cowboys fans alike stood dumbfounded, not knowing what to say or do as we exit AT&T last night. After the back and forth friendly trash talk, everyone didn't really know how to react. That's kind of how it is. You're just like, I think on my stream, I was probably just standing there staring at like, what's going on? How did that happen? But we're going to have ourselves a field goal attempt here. 47-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if he's got enough leg in him. Obviously, he does at this level. But, and that's going to be good. There we go. I think I got hit there. So Micah said he is pissed for D giving up 40 points. I feel sorry for Cincinnati quarterback. Yeah. I can't believe that they gave up 40 points. Like, I think that whole game was just wild, like how it went down. So I do think that this defense is going to be fired up coming after the bye, having a week off. Not just the defense. I feel like the whole Packers team, LaFleur, the coaching staff included, dude, they got to get fired up, figure out what the problem was. And, getting key people back. I think Zach Thompson will be back. I don't know about, like, everyone who's hurt, but everyone's going to get a chance to re-energize a little bit. You know what I mean? It's going to be good. What is up, Joshua? How you doing today? Car Guy 72 in the building. Appreciate it. What's up, Roger? He says, go Bears. You know what I mean? Oh, you made me say it. The NFL needs to play to win, not a tie. I get that, but like the reason I get why they don't, because injuries if you're like playing, like a 6 hour game or whatever. But like they gotta do something. Like you say, if you're not gonna just keep doing overtime after overtime after overtime, you could do a thing. All right, so from the 10 yard line, each team gets a shot until one of them misses, they lose. I think that's kind of how college. I don't really watch a lot of college, but I think college has a thing like that, 2 point conversion type things. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of the tie, but that's why you got to play to win. Bears fans are pumping their chest trolling already. You know what I mean? They're having a good time. I'll be doing the same. The Bears, from what I understand, I heard in the comment section a few times, the Bears beat the Cowboys. I think I might have heard that a few times. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. It's a good song to drink to. You know what I mean? Really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck. I don't think I have enough energy for dancing right now. Here we go. What's up, Robert? He said, better to be 2 weeks of field goal line protection practice. Yeah, for real, dude. Hey, man, checking in from work. I'm sad that the Packers didn't win, but I'd take a tie over an L. Crossing my fingers that we get Watson back after the bye week. Plus, our offense did pretty well, missing 2 top offensive linemen. Yeah, appreciate Jesse checking in at work. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, absolutely. The bye gets some dudes back. I don't know when Christian Watson's supposed to be coming back. I know it's gonna be after the bye. I don't know if it's gonna be right after. He says he feels good and all those things. So getting him back would be huge. The offensive line is the main issue. Get that offensive line healthy because that offensive line is atrocious. You know what I mean? But here we go. I think we're going to have a kickoff coming up right here. See if we got ourselves a return from the goal line. We will from the 5-10. He's at the 15, gets past the 20. He cuts to 25, slips down to about the 27-yard line. Do you think Rich gets canned this week for causing 2 losses? I don't really think he does, but I get why people are fired up. This special teams is atrocious. I just don't see it happening, but I could be wrong. I just don't. But yeah, the highest paid special teams coordinator, and special teams is not not up to standards at all. All right, we got a flag here. Let's figure out what's going on over here. We got a lot of little chit chat, and the refs are all standing in a circle. They're probably talking about their prize picks. Like, who you got? Like, I got 2. I took the over. 10:45 to go in this first quarter right here. I hear the ref's going to say something. 2 fouls on the play. Illegal block in the back. Declined. All right, then what is that? Was that a chop block? I don't know what he did. But we got, there you go. There's your penalties. What's up, Tiffany? Jumping in here to say I should have stayed home last night. Tiffany went to the game. Representing Pack Nation over there in Jerry's World. But yeah, Ty, what was that experience like? I seen some, someone mentioned it earlier in the chat about leaving the game and everything was just like kind of silent a little bit because everyone was just like, "What?" Yeah, he'll still get paid. I'm not really one of those fans who's gonna scream about coaches getting fired and like cutting everyone like after a loss. But I do understand it. Special teams is not doing good. It's not good enough. Here we go. We're gonna have a run up the middle by the Jets here. He's gonna get to about the 20-yard line. But yeah, dude. I mean, that's the thing. Like with coaches, dude, like you're the highest paid. Like that when Rich came in, everyone everyone was jacked. Like, oh, we got the best special teams coordinator in the league and this and that. But the special teams isn't looking good like that. Here we go. Brian said, "Do we have tight ends? If so, why aren't we using them more?" I mean, Tucker Kratzman being used. They got a touchdown called back in that game, but yeah, he definitely wasn't used enough for my liking. He's my special teams tight end. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Justin Fields on the center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle left side a little bit. That's a first down. He's still rumbling near the 30-yard line. How come your stream is always ahead of mine? I don't know. I don't know why that is. I'm like a minute ahead of the producer here. That's why he's not even watching the game. But I don't know why. I'm on YouTube TV. I don't know why it's ahead of people. And I'm behind other people. So here we go. Fields going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's looking left. No, he's running outside. Now he's rolling right. Is he going to scramble? He is. Past the 30 to about the 35-yard line. He's going to jump out of bounds. That's 2nd down. Matt, do you have a P.O. box? I got something I want to send you. I used to. I don't have one right now. Maybe I'll get one again. I've had other people ask me that stuff, and I like people sending me stuff. I just also don't like getting murdered all that much. You know what I mean? I know you wouldn't murder me. Car guy said me too. There we go. I like that graphic right there. Here we go. Field's gonna be in shotgun. He's gonna hand this thing off up the middle. He's got left side first down to about the 40-yard line. What's up? Go, Pat, go. That's exactly how it was. No one was talking. Such an odd feeling. Yeah. Yeah, we got ourselves a real barn burner over here. Dennis, how you doing? How about the intentional grounding not called at the end of the regular? Yeah, dude, that non-call intentional grounding was like horrible. That was like the worst non-call intentional grounding of all time. But what are you gonna do? 1st and 10, 8:32 to go in the first quarter. Justin Fields and Shaq and a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got time. Throws the left side. That's completed. Out of bounds. I think it'll be about 5 yards. It's gonna be second down. 8:21 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, Matt, you're always about 30 seconds behind regular TV, or at least me here in Jersey. Yeah, it's so weird, dude. Because, like, I'll be on YouTube TV. Some people, like, I'm crazy ahead of them. Even, like, upstairs, like, if my wife's watching, I'm, like, ahead of her. And then, like, other people are, like, way ahead of me. I don't know how it works, you know what I mean? That's just the whole internet, satellites and whatnot. That's above my knowledge, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. Justin Fields going to be under center, I formation. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle left side. That's a first down, and he's still rumbling and tumbling past the 40-yard line. You're a legend, Ramage. There we go. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Appreciate you tuning in. Dude, like we have 159 folks watching live right now. Last night, 1,200 people were watching live. That's like a whole, like if you were like in a gym, that's like a whole gym full of people. That was crazy. I like it. You know what I mean? But 162 folks watching right now, but this isn't quite as good of a game. Here we go. First down and 10. Justin Fields going to be under center. He's at the 40-yard line. And it's going to be play action. He's looking to throw. He's got pressure. He rolls left side. He's scampering. First down to the slides about the 20. Takes a shot. Will flags come in? No. I wouldn't say he took a shot, but he was touched. You know, in the NFL world, that's a shot. But yeah, it was kind of a lazy play action, but he just scooted up. Justin Fields can run. I like me some Justin Fields now that he's not in Chicago. I hope he does well over here. You're ahead of everyone, Matt. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I guess I'm just like, you know, I'm just so good that the internet comes to me faster. First down and 10. Justin Fields going to be a shotgun. He's faked it. He's keeping it up the middle, and that's a gain of a couple. We're in sync this game. Not always that way. It's so weird. It's like, because I could pause my TV for like a couple seconds if people wanted me to, but then I'll be behind other people.
I'm throwing a flag on her for being in sync with you.
Yeah, I know, right? 2nd and 6. You're Kid Hollywood. That's why so many people watch. I'm not sure about that. But I did. It's awesome. 2nd down and 6. Here we go. Justin Fields and Shaq. Now it's going to be like a little pistol action. 8 plays, 69-yard drive right here. They're going to hand this thing off, and he's going to try to get nothing. Nothing. He might have got like half a foot. I didn't like that play call. As it was happening, I'm like, that's not what you want to do. But obviously, their game plan is trying to run this thing. $5:18 to go in the first quarter. All right, 3rd down and 5 as they break the huddle. All right, he's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand it off up the middle again, and he's going to fall forward, I believe, for a first down. Yes, they're giving it a first down. 1st down and 10. Ooh, all right. They got a little something going here. I don't care about the Jets. They got the dude from was that from Detroit or whatever. They got that what's that? I don't know why his name's going away from me, but they got the new head coach. Yeah, and like he's all like just like Johnny BA over here. I seen like the press conferences. He's like, this is how it's going to be. We're gonna see how this Jets does. So 1st and 10. Field's gonna be under center. Delay of game, dude, on the Jets. Oh yeah, there he is. Aaron Glenn. Yeah, Aaron Glenn. I don't know why his name was like going away. He does seem like a good coach. So I feel like if someone's in a situation, they're going to turn their Jets around. But so far, they're 0-3. You know what I mean? Not that you expect them to have an automatic turnaround. Because I feel like the Jets are one of those teams that you have to redo the whole culture. And that might take a little bit. But I don't think some of this stuff doesn't always work. Like, they come from, like, you come from a team like a lot of coaches left from the Patriots when Belichick was doing his thing. It doesn't always work. But here we go. Justin Fields. Shit, good. 1st and 14. He's back that throw. He's got time. He's going to run out. He's rolling right. Flag gets thrown. He throws it out of bounds. And we'll see what that flag is, dude. That is always funny, like when you just see a guy, like, oh yeah. Watching just a random game. Hands to the face on the defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. See, these penalties, dude, are absolute killers, whether you're on offense or defense. You drive killers or drive extenders if you're on defense. This dude wasn't wearing a helmet, bro. I think he got slapped in the face, too. His eye was all, Hey, Matt Ramage, have a great day. Hey, you too, Shannon. I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for being here. 3:46 to go in the first quarter. All right, they're going to be a little pistol action over here. Ball about just past the 10-yard line. They're going to try to run this thing up the middle, and he's going to get to about the 6 or 7-yard line. Dude, that's their game plan. Like, we going to run this thing. Even when you think we're going to run it, we still going to run it. Aaron Glenn, though, whenever I think of that, he sounds like an astronaut. Whenever I see his name, like, wasn't there an astronaut named that? What's up, Robert? He says, Aaron Glenn, trivia. Aaron Glenn was a rookie DB for the Jets and got burned in 1994. Dan Marino's famous fake spike. Oh, there you go. Here we go. We're going to have Justin Fields going to be in shotgun. 2nd down and goal. Oh, I thought he was going to keep this thing. He keeps it. Oh, the ball's out. It's a fumble. He hands it off up the middle. I thought he was going to keep it. Running back gets it, and it's a turnover. It's a turnover. The Dolphins recover. Oh, my goodness. Dude, right down to the goal line, points off the board. Let's check his replay, dude. I don't know what happened. He went to tackle. He just kind of slapped that ball out. Yeah, he punched it out. That thing came out. I'm just here for the graphics. Only kidding. I just wanted to say that definitely enjoy your play-by-play. I appreciate you, Mitch. I appreciate you always following. You comment a lot. You're good people. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. All right, we're at commercial here. I'm going to grab another drink, use the restroom. Hey, show him some graphics, Mr. Producer, man.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All right, here we are, 3-0 in this game. And we got ourselves a barn burner over here. We got a turnover. Dolphins got the ball. You know what I mean? The only thing I can really say about the Dolphins, because I don't care about either of these teams, but the Dolphins, I like their coach because he's funny. So I'm not saying I'm rooting for him, but I like when he's a coach in the league. I like someone who can make me laugh. I don't care if they can coach good. As long as it's a different team. I don't want my coach cracking jokes. Win some games. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. So they're going to start this thing at the 4-yard line. Tua's going to be in shotgun from his own end zone. Are they going to hand this thing off left side, try to bounce it back in the middle? Not in there. Maybe a yard. Dude, they're having a good situation right here. That's what you want. You know, that this defense can, put them in a bad situation, maybe even get a safety. Get them punt, flip the, get the field position that you want. But they get a first down here, and that's a wrap. 2nd down and 9. First takeaway of the season for the Miami Dolphins. All right, they're going to begin shaking. All right, he's going to be throwing right here. Quick pass, left side, and that's going to be enough. No. I don't think they're giving it to him. Are they going to give him a first down? I think it's a first down. Is it? All right, it's first down. First down and 10. All right, here we go. You couldn't tell. Hey, Matt, we still reeling from last night. Had to double my heart medication. Yeah, they did that. Last night's game was a stressful one, dude. Here we go. We're going to be first down and 10, 1:47 to go in the first quarter. There's going to be a handoff left side. He's going to have a little bit of room where he can get around the corner, and he's not going to be able to. That's going to be a decent run, though, for about 6 yards. Oh, yeah, but that was just a good punch out on that fumble for sure. I mean, that's what it is, dude. Guys fumble. People are like, oh, this guy fumbles and this and that. They get all mad, but, like, dude, if someone just gets the punch in right, it's hard not to. When you see a lot of guys don't fumble when someone just gets in there right, like, how did they keep that? But here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle by the Dolphins. And that's going to be a first down, and he's going to be past the 30-yard line. Here we go. We got a little. They got a drive going over here. Oh, they got a flag on the play though. Let's see what they call it. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. What is up, Jason? Good evening, Matt. Did I win that hoodie from last night? I lost single last night. No, but like the people who won, like one person who won the stickers, like I know that guy. I work with him. And but the other two, I didn't see no messages or emails from them. So I might have to go back and look at the names and try to track them down and make sure that I can get that to them. I forget the name. I think one was Jen, and I forget the other one. We can figure it out though. I want to make sure people win and actually get their prizes. You know what I mean? 2nd down and 9. 2 is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. Look at, he's going to get that completed. That's going to be a first down. And Tyreek Hill, it's hard to even tell with these uniforms, like who people are. Like, you almost forget what team is playing. But we'll do some more giveaways on the next game stream, maybe even next week. I can't do big giveaways all the time, but I can give away stickers, give away different stuff. I actually have a Kenny Clark bobblehead that I don't use. I have an extra one because I got one behind me, but I have an extra one. So maybe like give away stuff like that. Barb won the hoodie. I remember that. Oh, there you go. I'll have to go back and look. Or maybe put that producer to work. But I'm definitely gonna.
I'll jump on it, Matt. I'll get it.
I'll try to figure it out and then message them because I think both of those winners were from YouTube. YouTube's harder because Facebook obviously says, hey, just message me, but we'll figure it out. But what's up, Mark? Say, hey Matt, I saw the Packers and Bucks tie 14-14 1980 at Tampa Stadium. Packers place kicker Tom Burney missed a short field goal at the end of overtime. There you go. I didn't know that. I was born in 79, so I was young then. But that is interesting. Good. I like people, sending interesting facts. You know what I mean? I got that trivia book. Maybe break that thing out. What's up, Kelly? How you doing? Checking in. I appreciate you. We're having, a decent time here. 3-0. Say a decent time. We have 202 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube or wherever you're watching, tap the like button. You know what I mean? I would appreciate that. And if you're not, subscribe, follow, all the things. We got one person watching on Twitch, a bunch of people watching on X. I appreciate you. We're gonna have a good time tonight. There's 2 Monday football games. We are not doing the second game. I'm gonna do this one, hang out with you, fine people, have a couple beers, and then go to bed. That's my plan. Last night's game was good with lots of offense and did keep you on the edge of your seat. But why do I feel like a middle school kid whose girlfriend just broke up with them? Because that's what it is, dude. The Packers should have won the game. Your expectation was Packers to win, and they put up 40 points. Jordan Love, in this offense got some stuff going late in the game, like when they, the Cowboys took the lead and we kind of had to go back and forth. But man, it just that defense, you expect it to be better. Ties are never good, dude. It's not a win. It's not a loss. And like come the end of the season, something it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna help you in different situations. Come seeding. But dude, it sucks. Ties suck. And I was very bitter. I ain't gonna lie. I made that video about the Cowboys fans being happy that it was a tie and they just didn't lose. Dude, Cowboy fans did not like that. But that's just what I was saying, like off the comments. As soon as that game is over, Cowboy fans were like, "What? No!" Like they were commenting on like almost like bragging about. I'm like, why are you all happy about a tie? I know it's not all Cowboy fans. It's the ones in my comment section. But I was bitter after that loss, so I had to troll a little bit. You know what I mean? Make my sadness everyone else's. Yeah, it was rough. What is up, Chris? What's up, Tim? How you doing? I bought the Green Bay Parsons t-shirt like 3 weeks ago. There you go. Hopefully you got it. 2 Monday night games. Yeah, I don't like the 2 Monday night games. I don't know. They're not really great games. I mean, if you're fans of them, you're probably having a good time. But here we go. They're going to have a handoff. No, play action. He's rolling left to us, and he gets his man. That's going to be a first down, Tyreek Hill, and he's still running. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. But that was a big play. You can see exactly where he is on the field. Figure that out. All right, so I think they're going to be near midfield over here. That's really good play, dude. The defense he could have ran. He tosses to Tyreek Hill, and he's going to get past midfield just about right over there. All right, here we go. I ain't mad at last night's game. D played bad. Offense stepped up. Last week, offense played bad. Defense stepped up. We good if we keep getting teams on the field in third. And ain't like the Cowboys slouches on offense. Here we go. We had a run up the middle over here. But, yeah, I mean, I think coming off the bye, too, they're going to get some guys back. The offensive line is going to get cleaned up. I don't expect this offensive line to be this bad all year. Injuries are tough. And, bye, figure it out, clean some stuff up. I still have faith in this team for sure. But, giving up 40, dude. That's rough. The Lions better win because that tie could hurt the Lions. Go back. That's the thing. If there's like a close at the end, it can hurt the Packers too. Be like a half game behind. But yeah, come that seeding, those ties, they get tricky. Here we go. 2nd down and 14. Play clock's down to 3. He's got a man in motion. Tua's going to toss it left side on a wide receiver screen. He's trying to make some dudes miss. He makes it. Doesn't really go too far. That's going to be 3rd down, just short of the 1st down. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? I'm doing all right. We're having a good time over here. Watching some Monday Night Football. Dolphins are driving over here. 13-16 to go in the second quarter. It is weird with these Dolphins jerseys. I like them, but it doesn't look like the Dolphins at all. It doesn't feel like you're watching the Dolphins play. They've had like the same, I feel like the same general uniform since I was born. Here we go, 3rd down and 10. Tua's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. He's back to throw. He's open. He's got it. 1st down to the 20-yard line. Big time play for the Dolphins. There you go. Tua's got a lot of disrespect on his name. I've seen a lot of people have a lot to say about Tua. I think it was Cam Newton that was running his mouth about Tua, but that Cam Newton just like to run his mouth, I think. But this is a big time play to Waddle right here. I mean, he just got a good jump. That was a good route. Waddle just burned. Dude, that was just toast. Definitely, and yeah, but that's not going to be a regular thing. Everyone had a bad game. Yeah, I feel like they had some bad games. I mean, and I feel like Matt LaFleur didn't have a particularly great game either. Like, I feel like some of the play calling, you know what I mean? Oh, we got a trick play kind of over here. They're going to run it left side. And that's going to be about an 8-yard gain right there in 1st and 10. They kind of did like a bunch of fakes, kind of an end around type of situation. That was a, you know, if it didn't work, that would have been a horrible play. I don't really like the little trickeration stuff because I feel like it doesn't work a lot. But right here it did. Faked it up the middle, kind of tossed it around, run that thing left side. I'm good. It's my birthday. Was hoping for Packers but the tie works too. You know what I mean? Happy birthday. Hope it's a good one. Yeah, he gonna flip the thing behind his back too. See that offensive line go flying through the air? That offensive lineman, dude, huge man just flying through the air. All right, we have a run up the middle. That's a 1st down to about the 6-yard line for the Dolphins. And this is going to be 1st down and goal. I mean, they're supposed to be known as like that offense, like, you know, that wild, creative offense. Isn't that like why he was brought in? This 11-play drive, 91 yards, 6:47 off the clock. This game is kind of going quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't like the play calling. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Matt LaFleur, and I know people are like, oh, you're a Matt LaFleur defender. I like Matt LaFleur, but I don't like everything. You know, like I don't like he kind of foot off the gas. Sometimes it's end of games, some of the decision making. Like they got to clean that up. Well, here we go. We're gonna have a run up the middle. He's gonna try to bounce it right side. Nothing there. He's gonna stood up, dude, and that's all right. Back to line of scrimmage, maybe. Wild play because he had his ankle and he's just like hopping. Like I was like, dude, and then he gets his bulldoze, and I feel like when that happens, I always think that someone's gonna get their ankle broke. I don't know, but yeah, there we go. You know, play calling. You know, I think Matt LaFleur probably said in the press conference too that he probably didn't like some of the decisions, like that clock management at the end of that game, at the end of the overtime. They could have easily lost that game. Here we go. We're gonna have Tua's gonna be tossing this thing left side, and they're gonna get knocked out of bounds for a 2-yard gain. Thought they had something going on there on 2nd down, but yeah, the clock management at the end of the game was wild, dude. I thought, you know, I'm surprised there was 1 second left to kick it, but yeah, that was what it is. You know, what I noticed last night was Dak was dropping back 10+ yards on pass plays, and their line blocked like he dropped 5 yards, which made our D look bad. Yeah, they had a plan and quick passes. That's the thing. When you're playing teams with a good pass rush, quick passes, and that's what the Cowboys did, and they were successful with it. And that's like the key. That's what I was saying against the Browns that they were getting after. Like the Packers have been running like quick passes, like on-time routes. I think that's how you beat a pass rush. But you go, oh, that thing is batted down. Tua's back to throw. Defensive lineman jumped up and just said, "Not today, baby." Everyone needs to relax. The Packers will be fine as long as special teams learn how to block and the other team from blocking our field goals on extra points. Yeah, absolutely. Special teams got to get better, and that's what it is. That's what this bye week is for. The coaches are going to be coming together. They're going to try to figure this thing out, and getting some people healthy, I think, is going to be key as well. But like special teams, offensive line, those are the issues. And the offensive line, I don't think will be a long-term issue. Get some healthy guys back. We'll see. But here we go. It's 4th and goal, and they're going for it. And he's back to throw. Tua's got time. He's running out, throws it in the back of the end zone, and that's going to be touchdown, Miami. Oh, my goodness. There you go. 2nd quarter, 9:20 to go, and Tua slings a touchdown right at the back of the end zone. Good play right there. The Green Bay secondary wasn't playing that well either, but Dallas had some great catches too. Yeah, they had some freakish catches. Checking the replay here, looks like he got his toes in for the touchdown. But and there's a kind of a lack of the pass rush. I mean, Parsons they said had 8 pressures, but I felt like Dak had some time back there, and a lot of it was them like moving around and like doing some stuff. But here comes the extra point. It's up. It's gonna be good. But yeah, I mean, the Dallas Cowboys had a good game plan. That's just what it is. They had a good game plan, and it sucked. All right, we're gonna go to commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay! It's Nicolay! Nicolay Law! Billboard, baby! Houston, we have a problem.
That is my favorite like video, like whatever you want to call it, commercial, graphic, whatever, dude. I'm an astronaut, but apparently not a good one. I think I lost my way out the ship, but all right, let's see what Tim. I think Green Bay needs to get top corner and upgrade the secondary a little bit. I mean, I think like when the pass rush is there, the secondary is good enough. But yeah, they obviously could improve there if they had a top corner. But I just don't think that's going to be a thing that happens. But I think if the pass rush is there, the secondary obviously makes their job a lot easier. But when it's not there, they got to hold the ball a little bit longer. And Dak just had himself a game. I don't know like his numbers offhand, but Dak Prescott had himself a ball game. Even like Micah Parsons, like after the game, he's like, if you weren't on, we'd have killed you, this and that, or whatever. They were having fun with it. But Dak Prescott just handled it well. They got rid of the ball fast. And when they didn't, and they went downfield, he had some freakishly lucky. I wouldn't say lucky, but like really, really good catches. That one on the sideline when dude had his toes in there, I thought he was throwing the thing away. Here comes the kickoff. From the 2-yard line, we're going to have a return to the 10, 15, 20, 25. He's trying to do something about the 26-yard line. I mean, sometimes you just got to give credit where credit's due. That game sucked. Like I said, the Packers made a lot of mistakes, but the Cowboys did the things that they needed to do. But, that's enough credit for them for one day. The Cowgirls never got called for holding Micah Parsons all night. Yeah, dude, Micah Parsons was getting absolutely held up. Like, you could see all the videos and the pictures came out today from that game. I mean, I'm not one to, like, sit there and complain about the refs because I feel like even if it's true, it just makes you look like, like you're whining. I'm not saying you're whining, but I'm saying if I say it, that's all the comments are going to be. Oh, you're just making excuses and that. We have an injury over here. Injury timeout.
Stop whining.
But, yeah, that's kind of how I feel like it is. Like, if you talk about the refs this and the refs that, what should have been, then people are just going to say you're making excuses and whatnot. So it is what it is. I mean, sometimes it benefits you, sometimes it doesn't. But the Packers lost that game because of the Packers. They made bad decisions. And that's what it is. You go to the bye, get ready, get healthy, come out swinging. You play the Bengals. I don't know how long Joe Burrow's out for. I know he's hurt. I don't know when he's going to be back. But no matter who the quarterback is for the Bengals, you got to go in there, dude. You got to win. You got to play better football. You got to clean up those penalties. Get right, dude. What's this commercial with the ice cream cones? This commercial's freaking me out. It's like that the people are using ice cream cones for a phone. But anyways, we got that merch, baby, though. Thank you, Jerry. You know what I mean? I saw some people wearing that over in Dallas. You know, I saw a few pictures, so I appreciate that. But yeah, go get yourself some. We got all types of good stuff. You got this day drinking hoodie I'm wearing. We got all types of good stuff. Check out thematramage.com. Find the little merch menu part. Go check out the merch. It's good stuff. You know what I mean? I think we got some pretty good stuff over there. Tim said, I think the Packers fan base is better than the Cowgirls fan base. I mean, I think so. I think the Packers are the best fan base in the league. But, I mean, Dallas is like the big, America's team or whatever. But, I love Packer Nation. I think Packer fans are great. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Burrow is slated to return around Christmas. All right. I thought it was a little bit later, but I wasn't exactly sure. I'm just thinking if Steelers would still have Pickens with Rodgers at quarterback. Yeah, the Steelers are looking pretty good. Beat the Vikings over there Sunday morning. And then I saw Viking fans jumping in my stream last night talking trash towards the end of the game. And I was like, oh, you guys just woke up from your nap, dude, after getting slaughtered by Aaron Rodgers yet again. Shout out to Viking fans, you know what I mean? All right, they're coming back from commercial here after that injury. They're chatting it up with the refs. I don't think, let's check this replay here. Ow, yikes. Ugh. Dude, my knee hurts after seeing that. Dude, that's rough. Kind of got chopped up there from the side. Ugh, that's nasty.
Oh, God. Get him out of there, will you?
Oh, they're saying that the ball was out. So, is that what's going on here? I thought they were just showing that injury over and over and over again. Matt the GOAT in the building. Matt Ramage, I appreciate you. Johnny, how you doing? I'll pay you later for that comment, you know what I mean? Just pay people to come in and say awesome stuff. Here we go. Let's see what the ref says. The runner was down by contact. I didn't even know there was a challenge where he could have used the graphic. I thought they were looking at that injury. So, yeah. Runner was down by contact. I don't think it's supposed to bend that way. Yeah, that's not what you want out of your leg. Dude, my leg, dude, there's no way, dude. If that happened to me, I would never walk again. Here we go. Justin Fields going to be under center. They're going to start this thing at 26-yard line. What we got going on here? We got a man in motion. I think they're going to try to run this thing. He does up the middle. He's going to bounce to the left side. He's got room. And that's going to be a first down to about just short of midfield. And the Jets get something rocking here. All right, so Jake Browning is the Bengals quarterback. And this week I should go back and watch some Bengals games. Actually, we got one after this one. I'll watch that tomorrow because I'm going to bed after this game. But, it ain't bad to check out what your next opponent's doing over here. All right, we're going to have the Jets over here. Under center, he's going to pitch this thing right side. They're going to try to get a run going. He cuts it back in, and that's going to be a gain of a couple yards. What is up, Luke? How you doing? We're watching some Monday Night Football. Dolphins up 10-0. 8:26 to go in the second quarter. We're having a good time. Do you think... I think I already got to this one. Oh, yeah. Do you think Green Bay should get a veteran wideout trade deadline? No, I don't think so. I think that they like what they got. Romeo Dobbs has had 3 touchdowns. I think they like where they're at wide receiver. I think if they did something, they'd beef up the offensive line maybe secondary even. But I'm not sure that they'll do anything trade deadline. But here we go. We're going to have he's running right side. Justin Fields trying to get away, and he's not going to be able to. And that's a sack. Third down. I am very, very tired. I only slept like 2 hours last night. I got a nap in, though. But it's not about the same. You add up my sleep and my nap, it's still in like 4 hours.
Stop whining.
Here we go. 3rd down and 8. Justin Fields going to be in shotgun. A man to his left. He's just past midfield. And he's back to throw. They're bringing pressure. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Right side. And the tight end falls. Is that a first down? That's a first down. They're going to give it to him. There we go. And the Jets keep the chains moving over here. Yeah, he just kind of leaped for this first down. Nobody was there. Just, just a ghost tackling him right there. He got the first down, though. Look at that camera view. First down and 10. Justin Fields going to be under center. Not far to go. They got about 40 yards to go to the end zone. And that's going to be play action. Flags fly. Justin Fields throws it out of bounds right side. What do you think this flag's going to be? Probably a hold, in that spot. Aaron Glenn does not look happy. What did that ref say? Illegal shift? I don't think he said it right, though. Aaron Glenn looks like on Lethal Weapon. So I'm getting too old for this shit. Look at Danny Glover. That's how he kind of reminds me of, on the sideline. He just looked grumpy. Here we go, dude. That's what we need. The producer to give me a laugh track. So even when I say something that's not funny, it just makes me feel good about myself. Here we go. First down and 15. We're going to have a empty backfield back here. He's back. Oh, he's got pressure immediately. He makes a miss, though. Justin Fields is a wizard. He's going to get sacked out of bounds. That should be a penalty. Dude, I feel like he got kind of hit a little bit late. I wouldn't say late, but he kind of just didn't let go of him as they were going out of bounds. But, let him play, I guess. Here we go. Got a question. Why people blame Matt LaFleur with tied or lost? Not the problem. Matt is very good coach. Rich Bisaccia is Packers still Super Bowl team. I think this whole Super Bowl team thing is we'll get back to this comment here in a second after this play. Well, there going to be a penalty there? Yeah, because he jumped and touched the guy on defense. The refs are huddling up over here. Aaron Glenn's looking, please. He's a funny guy. Let's see what they say here for the penalty. Yeah, encroachment on the defense. All right, but as far as teams talking about, is this a Super Bowl team? I don't think there are any Super Bowl teams. You're a playoff team, and come playoff time, you get hot, and that's usually who goes to the Super Bowl. It's not always the best team. It's a team that is hot at the right spot. So get yourself in good position. And I'm definitely not no Matt LaFleur here. I love me some Matt LaFleur, but I don't think he's without criticism either. But yeah, special teams not doing their job, but we'll see. I'm not for jumping on here and talking about fire everyone type of situation. Here we go, have a run up the middle, 2nd and 8, but that play is called dead. There's a flag on the play. All right, 5-yard penalty, false start on the Jets. You know what I mean? Shout out to the graphic department, the producer.
Thanks, boss.
Producer Vince is rocking it over here. Let's give Vince a round of applause over here. 2nd down and 13. See, I can do some sounds too, people. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. He's back to throw. He's got some time. Throws it right side. That's going to be completed. And he's going to try to keep her moving, try to get knocked out of bounds, but he ain't going to get much further than that. I think that's probably about, 5, 6, 7 yards. See where they marked that thing. Third down and 5 it's going to be. $4:42 to go in the second quarter. Get Pete on us, dude. 3rd down and 5. Here we go. Hurts is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Play clock's down to 2. 1. He gets the ball snapped. He's looking. Oh, he has time. A lot of time. Throws the left side. That was a wobbler, but that's incomplete. Not a good throw at all. We're going to have a flag here. Aaron Glenn's about to, dude, just snap and start punching people. Dude, he is big mad. Is this going to be a legal shift? Illegal motion. Dude, I'm so smart. All right, let's get to some comments over here. What is up, Frosty the Snowman? Tufts high last night. Yeah, that was a rough one. That's not what you want. No one's, that was rough, dude. I don't know. That's all I can say. I mean, I've said a lot about it, but that was a rough one. I will be at Packers Bar in Seattle for the Pittsburgh Green Bay game. That's awesome. Enjoy. We got 4th down and 5 over here. 4:23 to go in the second quarter. Justin Fields is in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 36-yard line. He's back to throw. He doesn't have time. They get back. They're sacked. Fumble. The ball is out. The Dolphins have it. The Dolphins recover. Justin Fields' fumble had pressure immediately. The Jets' offensive line is non-existent. Do not like Monday Night Football doubleheader. No, I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, but I work at 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna have 2 like solid games like once in a while, I get it. Like especially like maybe for like Thanksgiving time when you're gonna have. I mean, obviously on Thanksgiving they do all that, but I'm saying that when you get towards that type of the year, when the playoff teams are heading up, and if you can like change it so these are like really really good games, it'd be cool. But like, I don't know. When I work at 4 in the morning, I don't need to be staying up all night watching football, especially if they're not really that great at games.
Stop whining.
This is a good game, though. I mean, this is a division game. I mean, especially if you're a fan of this division. But obviously, I don't know. I don't really care about the Dolphins or the Jets. I think it's interesting to see Justin Fields, see what he can do. Not like really looking too impressive right now, but you know, they got these birds over here. But yeah, and seeing what Aaron Glenn can do because he got all the hype. You know, he's gonna turn them into. He's gonna change this and that. So far, not looking good. But and the Dolphins, I think, are a fun offense to watch. Matt, I need therapy after yesterday, dude. You know what I mean? I'd say, dude, just I wouldn't say relax because that game. I mean, it deserves a little bit of concern with the offensive line, how they've been playing. But my thing is like we're going into the bye week. Packers have a bye. They're going to get some guys back healthy. We'll see when Christian Watson comes back. But get this offensive line healthy. Let the coaches like regroup. Like, all right, what's working, what's not working. Let's fix this stuff. On offensive play calling, I think if you're going to run the ball, just run it straight up. Don't do all this trickeration. Have people run around the backfield like all craziness. I mean, if you're going to do a bunch out of it, it makes sense. But they seem like they really don't. They do all this gadget stuff, having people running 30 yards back and forth, and then they just hand it off the middle. Like, I feel like it's very kind of getting predictable. So they need to fix, get creative a little bit, or just go back to the basics on the offense, and you trust the defense. I mean, obviously the defense didn't have their best game this last game, but I don't expect the Packers defense to stay like that. They're gonna get it right. Got a bye week coming up over here. You know what I mean? Tim says I'm a therapist and I have openings. You know what I mean? So you know you could be the Packer fan therapist. I'll call you later. But yeah, here we go on this ball game, 10-0. Let's see what's going on here. Monday Night Football, second quarter, 4:16 to go. That sucks for Justin Fields, you know. I like to see him play well, but not today. But Tua's going to be in check, and he's got a man to his right now. He's got a man in motion. They're going to hand this thing off right side to the wide receiver, and he's going nowhere. See, this is the type of play the Packers run. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Let's all vent together. I like the Dolphins offense. I don't say that they're a fun offense to watch because they're not my team. But when my team does all this stuff, running across the field all crazy, and then you get nothing, that irritates me. But yeah, they're showing this fumble by Justin Fields again. I'm sure he wants to do that again. I'm still depressed. Mad NFL let games go tied. Yeah, that's a big talk today. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they did like a 2-point conversion thing, like they go for 2-point, and the last person to miss it or whatever, first person to miss it, whatever, how many turns you get. Well, we're going to have a pass over here, left side to a wide receiver screen. That's Tyreek Hill, and that's going to be a short gain, like a yard maybe. But yeah, I can see that, but you know, I don't think you're ever going to see like people are talking about this. Let them play, forever because they're not going to do that because of injuries and whatnot. But they could do it another way. But it is a regular season, so they're thinking, if you don't want to tie, then be more aggressive with 4 minutes to go. You know what I mean? When the Packers had that ball in overtime, a lot of people, that's where a lot of criticism coming in from LaFleur that he wasn't playing to try to win that game. Come the end, they threw that at the end, that last play, that last pass play was ridiculous. I thought they were going to lose the game. I thought the clock was going to run out. But here we go. Tua's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Back to throw. He's got pressure. He gets rid of it. That's a first down. And he's still moving. No, he comes back past the first down marker. Now he goes past him. I think he got 3 first downs in that play. He ran back. He went back. He came back again. First down and 10. We have an injury on the field. David says, well, that good news is I'm beating someone who's undefeated in my fantasy league. Going to be 3-1. There you go. Congratulations, David. I'll tell you, my league, dude, Tucker Kraft, that touchdown I got pulled back, lost me my league. Lost me my fantasy this week. And I still would have won if I'd have started Romeo Dobbs. I didn't start Romeo Dobbs. He had 3 touchdowns, so I deserved that loss. But we have an injury timeout over here. We're going to step away, and we will be right back. Hopefully this guy's all right. Be right back after these messages.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
All righty, dude. I like that right there. You know what I mean? That was nice. But here we go. 10-0. Dolphins over the Jets so far in this ball game. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. We're obviously going to talk about the Packers. Maybe I'll try to get a guest. So we're talking to the flyover dude, Mr. Luke, I think that was. And also maybe Jimmy. Maybe I'll hit up Jimmy. We haven't talked in a while, so might have him pop in one of these days if he's got time. He's a very busy guy these days, you know what I mean? But he hit me up yesterday. We were talking about a post-game show, but I was like, dude, I got to sleep. I got to work. But there's not a lot to talk about this game. I don't really want to talk about. But we have a bye week coming up, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about. It is what it is. I switched to Bengals Broncos. Oh, is it going on at the same time? I thought they were going on like back to back. But we're gonna stick with this one. You can't switch games when you're doing a live stream. But yeah. What's the score over there? Did that just start? Let me check that out. There we go. I'm not gonna check it out. But yeah, they're showing the replay over here. Yeah, they got he's walking off on his own, but he doesn't look too good. Here we go. Justin Fields going to be in shotgun. Oh, not Justin Fields. Tua. Dolphins have the ball. We're going to completed across the middle, and that's going to be close to the 40-yard line, and that was 3rd and 19, so that's 4th down now. Okay, that game just started. I should put them on side-by-side, do them both. I hope the Lions lose next week. That's me every week. Yeah, it'd be nice if the Lions help out the Packers a little bit and catch some L's. Yeah. So yeah, that other game, I was thinking about doing that one too. I mean, I probably should have because let's say like the Bengals, Packers are playing them next, but really didn't think about it. But here we go. Here we go. 261 folks watching live across all places. I appreciate that. Be sure to tap that like button. Subscribe if you're not. And yeah. So I don't know what else to say right now. So we'll just you throw a graphic up. Help me out here. Look at that. That's a cool graphic right there. Get it. I like that, dude. I like that. I'll just stare at the screen now. All right, hammer the chat. Help me out here. Here we go. Hope Vikings and Lions lose this week. Bears still suck. You know what I mean? Check out some cool merch, though, people. Ramage.com. You can find all the cool merch. This one right here, this day drinking hoodie. It's one of my favorites. I got the shirts too. We have all types of stuff. I mean, summer's going to an end, so there's all types of crop tops, there's all types of stuff for ladies and whoever. And yeah, we got all types of good stuff. Buzzed up. We got hats. We got can koozies. We got it all. All right, let's keep moving over here. Reliable Romeo had a nice hat trick. Yeah, dude. You know. But yeah, dude. Let's talk about this week the games. Who do we think is the top teams? I think we only have like how many undefeated teams we have? I think we have 3 undefeated teams right now. I think the Bills are still one of them. Right here, let's look. The Philadelphia is 4-0. We got the Lions obviously 3-1. Tampa Bay 3-1. San Francisco 3-1. San Francisco lost. So those are your NFC teams. AFC, we got the Bills who are 4-0. Pittsburgh's 3-1. Colts are 3-1. And the Chargers are 3-1. So those are your division leaders right now. Here we go. We're gonna have a punt here on 4th and 10. 2 minutes to go. Maybe I'll try to throw these split screen it on the next commercial. So I'll keep going with this game, but kind of see what's going on the other one. Here comes the punt. The Bengals are driving. I don't need them scoring. I have Denver's defense starting on my fantasy team. It's not looking good for you, dude. Y'all not a top team. I mean, it really doesn't matter like what it is like right now, like what people think. I think the Packers are. I think the Packers are a playoff contender. They're going to be in the playoffs, and I think that's all it is. Get into the playoffs and see what happens. I don't think it really matters if you're undefeated. If you're like like the first 2 weeks, everyone's talking how great the Packers are. Then you lose a game, and now everyone's talking you're crap. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, right now, I don't think anyone's like the first 2 games maybe feared the Packers a little bit. I think they kind of faded back. But I expect this Packers team to bounce back, get some guys healthy in the bye, and come out and dominate. We're going to see over here. We have a run up the middle to the 20-yard line. Not a lot there. Yeah, Steelers-Packers is going to be a good game. That's going to be a historic game. Aaron Rodgers playing against the Packers. It's going to be a really good game. I'm looking forward to that. Front runners are okay. We got a run passing play over here, and that's going to be a first down for the Jets, right on the first down marker. Front runners are Philadelphia and probably Buffalo, maybe the LA Chargers. Yeah, there's some good teams in the NFL. We're going to hurry up right here, so we're going to try to. Here we go. We got the Jets. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he's going to be inside the 30-yard line or past the 30-yard line. They have a long ways to go, 109 to go, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. Let's see the clock management they got over here. It's 102. Clock's still ticking. They're trying to hurry this thing up. Gonna be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. 33-yard line just about. He's back to throw. He's looking. Throws a quick pass. First down. And now I think they'll use the timeout. It's 46 seconds. The Cowgirls haven't been a team in 30-plus years. And you can blame Jerry Jones for that. The Cowboys will never win an air championship with Jerry Jones in charge. He just how much he talks. He's talking about Micah Parsons. Like he was going on tour talking about Micah Parsons. Even after the game, he was like, "Well, They gave up what they gave up for Michael Parsons, and we tied. It's like, yeah, okay. Come end of the season, one's going to be in the playoffs and one isn't. You know what I mean? So, like, enjoy it, Jerry, I guess. That's why I was talking about Cowboys fans celebrating, because Jerry Jones is halfway. He was all smirking about it like it was a good thing. That's a difference. And I don't think all Cowboy fans like that. I think Cowboy fans, they're loyal. There's some passionate Cowboy fans. But also the ones in my comment section, they're not. I don't know what we're talking about right there. But yeah. How about the NFC West? That looks like the best division this year. 3 teams, 3-1, and Cardinals 2-2. Yeah, dude, absolutely. And that's kind of a division that kind of surprised me. Maybe didn't surprise other people. But the Cardinals, I can't root for the Cardinals because of jerseys. The other night when I was doing a game stream, horrible. Like someone said that it looks like someone was wearing their jersey and someone drove by and splashed them with their car. Kind of what it looked like. But I've always kind of half rooted for the Cardinals because they were always bad, like my whole life. I wouldn't say root, but you like to see like those bad teams pop up, especially the Cardinals. I don't care. But I don't know. We're gonna see. That's a banger division though. Get into playoffs, all that matters. Playoffs, you never know what's going to happen in the playoffs. I want to see Rams and Eagles division round in the playoffs. Yeah, I remember that old quote by Herman Edwards. He said, just get into the tournament. And then you see what happens. And you look at the 2010 Packers team that won the Super Bowl. They weren't like predicted to win a Super Bowl that year. Look at a lot of those Giants teams. They weren't predicted to win a Super Bowl. Like you get in the playoffs, you get hot. I mean, sometimes it is like the Chiefs. Sometimes it is the Patriots when they were doing their thing. Sometimes it is those top teams that everyone likes all year. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a team that gets hot when it matters, and they go on to win the whole thing. So just get into the playoffs, worry about everything else after. You know what I mean? Hey, Matt, was it just me, or when they showed Jerry Jones last night, did he look like he was crapping his diaper? He did. Whenever they showed him, he was just always like, he's just always, I don't know. He's just a weird, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like Jerry Jones. And I don't mean personally, because obviously I don't know him, but like, just like as the NFL GM owner, he just annoys me. And he talks too much. I mean, you're the owner of the Cowboys. I mean, you don't have to, every thought doesn't have to be in the radio. Here we go. First down and 10, 46 seconds to go with the half. Justin Fields is going to be in shotgun, flag come flying in. I think that's going to be a false start, right? Gotta be. Yep, and I'm right. I'm very smart, people. You're telling me the fans of our opponent don't like you? That can't be true. Yeah, I'm starting to think that, dude. I had Cowboy fans making me tribute videos. They were making me videos last week. Shout out to those guys. That's why the Cowboy fans are passionate. I ain't mad if someone like is talking trash, but they're just a passionate fan base. They don't like what I said, and they're like having fun with it. It's all good. I like the rivalries. I like the trash talk. It's all good. Here we go. First down and 15. Gonna be in shit. Yeah, an empty backfield. 46 seconds to go in this half. He's back to throw. Justin Fields is looking. Gets rid of it, and that's gonna be a little. He's trying to hit that spin move, and that's gonna be a decent game, but. Not enough. That's going to be, it's second down over here. Justin Fields, I mean, I don't trash Justin Fields. I actually want him to succeed now that he left Chicago. But he's been throwing some wobblers over here. All right, he's back to throw. And he's going to have pressure. He gets rid of it, throws it into the dirt. But he had pressure. That pocket was collapsing. That was a hard pass to get off there. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, dude, I think, come end of the season, all that talk, the people want to talk. All right, talk that talk. But they come into the season, I think the Packers defense, this team is going to do some stuff. We're going to see like where they stand. But not even the Cowboys fans like Jerry Jones. That's the thing. Cowboy fans like agree with me about that. No one really wants to hear from Jerry Jones. Third down and 7. Justin Fields back to throw, gets rid of it right side, and I think he's going to have enough for a first down. He is. He's still going. Midfield, 18 seconds, 17. The Jets have 2 timeouts. I assume they're going to use one right here. Aaron Glenn, dude, does not. I don't know if he smiles when he gets home or what, but he's not a happy fellow. Maybe because they're down 10-0 to the Dolphins, and they're 0-3. Yeah, you know what I mean? Since Justin Fields left Chicago, Justin Fields is all right. Jerry doesn't even like Jerry. Now, Bay doesn't like me either. I wonder if Jerry Jones saw any of my shirts. You know, the thanks, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Merch, because people, I've seen people were wearing it. I don't know how many people. I've seen a few pictures. But You know, I hope he saw one of them. Unless he was going to sue me for it, then I'd hope he didn't see it. Cincinnati is up 3-0. I was going to check to see if I can get it side by side, but I will stick with one. I'll get confused. Here we go. 17 seconds to go. First down and 10. Justin Fields is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Can they get some points before half? Justin Fields back to throw. He's going to have a little bit of time. Gets rid of it, middle of the field. And he's trying to get out of bounds, and that's going to be out of bounds about 3 yards. Will the clock stop? Because you got to kind of be moving forward to go for the clock to stop to go out of bounds. You can't just like run sideways or like backwards just to get the clock to stop. Aaron Glenn, dude. So whenever I think Aaron Glenn, dude, I think astronaut. I don't know why. Who's that astronaut? That Glenn? I think there's one of them. Here we go. Fields is going to be in shotgun. Ball at the 45-yard line. 10 seconds to go. 45 yards to the end zone. Can they throw it up or get something going here? And that refs are going to shut this down. Miami took a timeout. He's my favorite coach, like non-Packers. Miami's coach. What's his name? Josh? No, not Josh. See, I always forget their names. But his press conferences are always funny to me. Oh, that's John Glenn. Yeah, but Aaron Glenn, John Glenn, you know what I mean? That's what pops in my head when I think of Aaron Glenn. Because he's a coach over here. Maybe they're related. Who knows? The total score of last night's game was 80, which is also how old I feel after watching that game. So people said, I watched 4 hours to watch a tie. Second down and 6. Justin Fields is going to be in shotgun. Man to his left. 10 seconds to go. In the half, he's back to throw. Oh, he's got time. He's got time, obviously, because they're all camped out back there. It's going to be incomplete. Off the fingertips. Using like 4 people covering him. There's a flag on the play. Illegal contact on the defense. They had like 4 people covering him and they had to... Oh, my gosh. So here we go. That's going to be a automatic first down, you got to think, right here. Greg Hayes, hello, Matt, from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. Every team faces ups and downs and injuries during the season. Winning on the road and putting teams away when they are a better team is crucial. 13 games left yet. Green Bay won't be an easy game for any team. There you go. I like that, Greg. You know, I mean, get people hyped up, give them something to, you know, a little bit of positivity. Yeah, I mean, I agree, though, going to the bye, dude, get right. This team's going to be all right. And they got to, you know, definitely got to get better. They got to get the offensive line. They got to do a lot of things better. But, you know, when you're a Packer fan, dude, it ain't over this early, dude. Don't get too freaked out. I get it. You know, everyone's hyped up. First 2 weeks, like, oh, they're the greatest team of all time. And like everyone's talking, ESPN, everyone is saying how fantastic they are. And then it all comes crashing down. You know what I mean? So, but I think that this team's got enough. Get right during the bye. Play the Bengals. They have some winnable games coming up. Just have to get after it. You know what I mean? There we go. I don't know if that's a bot or not. First down and 10. 5 seconds to go. 40 yards to the end zone. Justin Fields in shotgun, empty backfield. They're going to try a little trickery. Oh, my goodness. Tried to top the... I think they tried to do a quick pass and they pitch it around. John Glenn over here is all types of irritated. See, that's why you can't throw the real name in there. Now I'm going to call him John Glenn for the rest of his career. They're going to have a field goal attempt here. 2 seconds to go. There you go. On it. Here we go. We're going to have ourselves a 58-yard field goal attempt. Will this get blocked? Because so many field goals are blocked in the league this year. It is not. It's up. It's going to be long enough, and it's good! There we go! And the Jets get on the board 10-3. That's an important score right there. Going in a half. Big difference between 10-0 and a 7-point game. You know what I mean? What's up, Jesse? I don't like the Jets anymore since the head coach did Aaron Rodgers bad. Like, I get it that Rodgers has money, but they wasted Rodgers' time making him fly from Cali to New York, and it could have been over the phone. So after that, I unfollowed all the social media pages for the Jets. They didn't have to disrespect Rodgers like that. Yeah, I remember how that kind of went down. Rodgers wasn't very happy about it. Yeah, I mean, and Aaron Glenn, he's from Detroit, right? So I don't like him anyways. All right, we're gonna step away. We're gonna come back and you get your Packer questions ready. I'm gonna step away for a few minutes, and we will return. All right, first I'm gonna get to this comment. Do you think Green Bay should make another move to help the D-line or the cornerbacks? I think if they did anything, I would say secondary. I think that defensive line. I think they're in good shape. Obviously, they gave up 40 points this last game. You got to figure out what the problem is with that. But I think the pass rush and the defensive line, I think they're all right. But if they're going to upgrade anything, secondary. But I'm not real hopeful that too much is going to change. I think their plan is just dependent on the pass rush and help out the secondary with that. But we're going to be right back after these messages, and we'll talk some Packers football, whatever we want to talk about. Play something good. All right, Mr. Producer Man? Give him something good.
I have a message for Matt Ramage and all of them Green Bay Packer fans. My name is Brutus, and I am the ultimate Detroit Lions fan. Look at me and gaze upon my awesomeness and my mental capabilities. Not only am I a superior mind, but I have the superior body. And guess what, Packer fans? And Matt Ramage. Whose team is on top now, baby? That's right. The mighty Detroit Lions are on top, and you Packer fans can't do nothing about it. Maybe you can do something. You can sit and cry your little cheese heads in your pillows and go, where? It's not fair. We should be dominating the North. Well, I'm here to tell you that the next time we play you in Motown, we're gonna crush you and send you home to your mamas. Yeah, 'cause we are the ultimate power in the NFL. Oh, I think I pooed a little. But it doesn't matter, 'cause I'm the ultimate fan. Matt Ramage, we're coming for you. Matt Ramage, we're coming for you.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay! It's Nicolay! Nicolay Law! Billboard, baby!
All right, we are back. They're talking over here. All right, we are back. They're talking over here about the Packers Cowboys game. I didn't really see what they had to say, but give me your questions. Give me your take. We're over here at halftime. Let me know, what do you want to talk about the Packer game? I will throw the comments up over here. We will talk about this. I'm trying to catch up over here in the comments. What's up, David? He said, living in Michigan, Detroit Lions are as delusional as the cartoon guy. Actually, they're worse. Dude, shout out to the producer throwing that cartoon up there. Just saw that. Yeah, he's got a mind, dude. Our producer, you know. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff. But that was our Detroit Lion official fan for the Matt Ramage show, you know what I mean? Jordan Love looked great last night, and the offensive line got better as the game progressed. Defense will rebound, and the pack will be good in 2 phases of the game. I've given up on special teams. Yeah, I expect them to get better, especially Zach Tom comes back on the offensive line. Get some guys, you know, back, and maybe they kind of just regroup too. You get some guys who are a little bit banged up but are playing. Let them get healthy. There's no reason to think that the Packers can't win some ball games over here. You know what I mean? We'll see when Christian Watson comes back as well. Yeah. I mean, Lion fans, like, you know, I've always got along pretty decent with Lion fans. I really never trashed them because the Lions weren't ever good. But now, you know, Lion fans are all chirping up. Lion fans are they're all excited. They have a few good seasons, but you know, they're leading the division right now. That can change. You know, the Packers got that win over them. Packers just got to win. Don't worry about like who's in first right now. Just put your head down, get after it. We'll see what that tiebreaker does with that tie come end of the season. You think Packers should get another offensive line and get another cornerback? I mean, I can see them beefing up the offensive line, especially depth-wise, because losing guys, but I'm not sure who you're going to get right now. You know what I mean? David Bakhtiari's out there. How's that knee doing, David? You know what I mean? But I think that once they get some guys back, but the depth of offensive line maybe isn't what it needs to be. And another cornerback possibly, but I don't really see them getting anyone that's going to be like a game changer, like who's really out there that they can get. But I could see them, like I say, on both of those, trying to beef up the depth on that. Because, I mean, like someone said before up there, I think that might have been David, about you expect his defense to bounce back. You expect his defense to get better. When your pass rush is getting after it, that helps out your secondary a lot. And when your pass rush isn't getting there consistently, then, you know, that they got to cover longer. And it makes it tougher. You know what I mean? They're showing some highlights over here. The Bills seem to be getting after it. 31-19 over the Saints. I mean, the Saints are 0-4, but the Bills undefeated over there. They're going to be a problem. And now you're checking out the replays over here. The New York Giants, 21-18 over the Chargers. The Giants are 1-3, taking on beat a good team right there. And then the Jaguars beat the San Francisco 49ers. I've seen a little bit of this game. I was excited about that. So the Niners are 3-1. And then you got the Rams, who look really, really good. You know, I didn't see let's see what that score was for this one. 27-20, they beat the Colts, and the Colts, you know, they were undefeated over there. So there's some games. We're gonna get back to the chat over here. Luke Musgrave struggled at blocking, so Packers put him on field goals. Can anyone explain that to me? Anyone? I don't know what they're doing, especially special teams wise. I don't know did he have was he the reason for anything bad? I'm not even sure. But yeah, we already got to that one over there. But there you go. 10-3 ball game, halftime. I think they're gonna be coming back here pretty shortly. Hammer the chat, what you want to talk about, you know what I mean? And then they'd say tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'll be live. We'll hang out. We'll talk only Packers. We'll talk going into the bye week. Maybe I'll have a guest, you know, maybe we'll hang out a little bit. But be sure to come on back. And check out the podcast. And if you missed tomorrow's live stream, it will be on the podcast the next day. The Matt Ramage Show, everywhere that you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Google, every place that has podcasts, I'm probably going to be on that thing. Just search the Matt Ramage Show and, give it a listen and rate that thing, unless you hate it. Can we hire another special teams coach and let Rich Bisaccia work at McDonald's? Yeah, that special teams is not what his paycheck is lined up for. And I'd be okay with bringing in someone else. They like him as an assistant coach, and they think he's a great coach. He probably is, but the special teams just isn't getting after. They got to figure this out. I don't understand why these some of these same issues are happening. So I get that. What canned beer you have, Matt? Oh, what kind of beer? I'm drinking Coors Lights tonight. You know what I mean? And I gotta throw out my other koozie over here, my Nicolay Law koozie, but it's all full of hair. But right now we're rocking with the fridge break time. You know what I mean? Shout out to those boys. Fridge break time podcast over there. But I'm only having a couple. As soon as this game's over, I'm heading off to bed. But I figured I'd hang out with you folks, watch some football, have a couple brewskers. You know what I mean? But here we go, 10-3 ball game. And what do we think about this game? Who do you think's going to win? I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. I mean, obviously it's easy to say that, but I think both these teams, it's kind of hard to predict who was going to win going in. I don't remember who I picked. I probably picked the Dolphins to win, but going into this game. But I think that they're going to pull this thing off. I do enjoy watching Aaron Glenn over here get all worked up on the sideline. But yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to get this victory. And I'm pretty positive that's who I picked on my Pick'em league. Are you in my Pick'em league? How are you doing? And that's one thing I will try to do, because Wednesday we'll do the Pick'em show like every Wednesday. And this Wednesday I'm going to try to work in talking about the leaders of the Pick'em league. Give some shout outs to people who are getting it right. I always forget about that part, so we're going to try to get that in this week. Serious question. Are the Lions the only threat in the North, or do we worry about Minnesota? Nobody cares about the Bears. No, I don't think the Vikings are a real concern. I think when the Packers play the Vikings will be, because they're a rival and they always play each other tough. But I don't think the Vikings are going to be a real threat come end of the season. Like record-wise, I don't think that they're going to be in there. But I wouldn't say playing the Vikings will be no big deal. I think the Vikings can be a good team. They can show up. But like they lost to the Steelers over there at 8:30 in the morning. Maybe I don't know. I think it's always tough when you're playing games in different countries and the whole thing. So sometimes, that doesn't benefit you. But both teams have to deal with it. But I don't think the Vikings are going to be a big thing. I think it's going to be the Lions and the Packers and NFC North fighting for it come end of the season. And the Vikings will be third place. And the Bears will be the Bears. You know what I mean? But, the Bears had some wins. Everyone's all excited over there. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys big. But the thing is, like, when people talk about the Cowboys beat the Bears beat the Cowboys and the Cowboys tied the Packers, and they're like, this means this and so the Packers beat the Lions, but the Lions beat this team. Like, you can go over that all day, because that's just kind of how the league is. It's crazy. Like, you can't compare, because first of all, the Cowboys playing the Packers. The Cowboys were fired up to play the Packers. Jerry Jones has been on them all week. Jerry Jones is probably in the locker room giving meetings and giving speeches. Like, he did not want to lose to the Packers and Micah Parsons. Like, this was the biggest game for the Cowboys of the year. And they came to play. Dak Prescott played well. But, they still didn't get that W. But it was a tie, and it was stupid. I do not like ties. I picked the Jets on ESPN's Pigskin Pick'em. There you go. I'm pretty sure I picked the Dolphins, but I don't know for a fact, but I'm almost 90% sure. The Bears' schedule is favorable over the next 5 weeks, but the Lions are the true test. Absolutely. And then I think the Bears, they're going to have some ups and downs. I do think that they're starting to put some stuff together, and not just because they beat the Cowboys, because I feel like that game is kind of fluky. They had themselves a big game. We're going to see, dude. We're going to see what the Bears can do. I'm not really worried about the Bears or the Vikings, but I'm more worried about the Packers, like what they got to do, because all the other teams, it doesn't really matter. Take care of your own situations, get healthy after bye, get that offensive line fixed, and then you don't have to worry about anyone else. Obviously, you want the Lions to lose the game here, but I just think that you take care of your own business. The Packers are in a good situation. I didn't even know the new overtime rules. The NFL is effing annoying, changing rules every season. Yeah, it is hard to keep up with it. Like, I feel like they're always, usually back in the day, they didn't change rules so easy. Now they kind of do. All right, we're going to have a return over here from the 5 yards. He could have probably let that go out of bounds. He could have got a out of bounds penalty, but he's still going to get it to about the 36-yard line. So I guess he didn't get that much. He didn't lose much. Is that ball out? Why is everyone scrumbling around over here? See what they're going to do over here. Yeah, so they think it's a takeaway. I don't know. They're like rolling around the ground. Is that a ref on the ground? The refs are still talking, but the players are celebrating. The Dolphins are celebrating. Fumble recovered by Miami. Screw the Jets, dude. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to New York this year. I have no problem with the Jets or the Giants or New York. I'm just kidding. How come we're not seeing many sacks from Parsons like he did in Dallas? I mean, he's being doubled, he's being tripled, he's being held. But I think he's getting pressures. Like he was a top-ranked player in all last week by Fantasy Focus, whatever it is, that page that ranks all the players. He had 8 pressures. He had a sack. I know some people are arguing about that wasn't a sack, but first down and 10. He had Justin Fields, not Justin Fields. Tua is going to be under center. He hands this thing off, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. But I mean, Rashawn Gary was leading the league in sacks going into this week, and the big part of that was because of Parsons. I'm not sure was that a fumble, dude? He's got it really close to the ground. They're kind of showing that replay. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. 3 turnovers by the Jets. That must be that culture they're moving in there from Detroit. Aaron Glenn talked about. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. 2 is going to be, I think that's kind of like a pistol. And they don't have far to go to the end zone over here, but the 35-yard line. He falls down, gets up, he gets to get another yard. So the Dolphins offense not doing much with this opportunity. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys and the Packers are a different rivalry. Lions are just another team. Packers were 8-1 going into yesterday's game versus Dallas. So they know we have their number, and we got Micah. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Cowboys were jacked up to play the Packers. Like, this is a big game for them. Whenever you lose a player, even if it is a trade, you want to beat them. You know, when you play them. Like when the Packers play the Steelers like this year. I mean, obviously they didn't trade Rodgers, but they're going to want to beat Rodgers. That's what people want to beat team. And Rodgers is going to want to beat the Packers a lot, just like Micah wanted to beat the Cowboys a lot. Here we go. We have a pass right side, and that's going to be completed for a first down. Oh, no! Did he break his leg, dude? Dude, his leg looked weird. I don't know if it was just the way he was sitting or like. Yeah, I think he broke his leg, dude. His leg wasn't looking like it was pointing the right way. Yeah, they're all like kneeling and stuff. I think that's a bad injury. They're all doing like the prayers and whatnot. Yeah, that's not good. All right, the Broncos score. We got an update in this other game. About to be 7-3 Denver. All right, we're going to walk away as we have the injury timeout over here. I'll be right back.
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
All right, so coming back over here, there's still a commercial, but yeah, absolutely, dude. Injuries sucked, and I don't like seeing that stuff. Like his way his leg was looking, like his ankle. I don't know what happened there. They got the card over here. That was a horrible injury. I don't know if it's an ankle breaking or leg breaking. I have never broken a bone in my body, and I used to be a skateboarder, but I cannot imagine. I'm glad that never happened because it doesn't seem like a good time, and you hate to see that. Hopefully he's all right. Rain delays are the worst. Injury timeouts just are a bummer. Yeah, his leg just got. They're showing that again. I don't like seeing that stuff, dude. They're trying to stabilize his knee. Was it a knee injury or is it? Hang on a second. Trying to hear. I really can't hear, but yeah, everyone's coming up to say what's up. Who was that? I didn't even see who is that. Oh, that's Tyreek, dude.
It's Tyreek Hill was injured on the leg.
Wow. That sucks for him, dude. I didn't see who it was, but yeah, it sucks no matter who it is, but it's a big time player right there. It's crazy, like when they get injured and they have like, bad injuries and he's over there smiling, waving to the fans, dude. If that happened to me, dude, I'm crying. Dude, they're gonna see some tears. Put a towel on my head. But hopefully he's all right. That's brutal though. Don't like to see it. All right, now they go right back into it. First down and 10, 13-15 to go in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Tua. Little pistol action here where they got about 24 yards to go to the end zone. They're going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to run this thing left side, trying to get around the corner. He gets past the 20, and that's going to be a first down inside the 15-yard line. There we go. Hey, you do not give her any ideas, Kevin. You know what I mean? We ain't doing none of that. So here we go. That was a nice little run right there. Down a big player, the Dolphins are, but they've been trying to be like pretty much run the ball and doing some other stuff. But huge not having your top wide receiver over there. Here we go, first down and 10 now. Tua's going to be in pistol, ball at the 13-yard line. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off left side. He's going to try to make something. He's going to get to about the 8-yard line. That's going to be second down. 15 plays run in red zone this season, tied for fewest in the NFL. Tonight they have 6. A snow globe. Whoever says that, we need a snow globe. We don't have enough snow globes in the house. You know what I mean? Shout out. I'm watching the Broncos on TV, so I'll side hustle over here with you on my phone. I appreciate that. Let us know what's going on in that game. All right, we have Tua. He's thrown touchdown. Throws it right side. Tua gets a big time touchdown to Waller. And the Dolphins extend the lead 16-3. There we go. Mitch. Initial play, quite honestly, it looked like he snapped his leg because you saw his foot was in a weird position. Hope the best for him. Absolutely. That looked bad. When I first saw it like on the live play, it just didn't look good. But that's the big-time touchdown right here. But, yeah, absolutely, hopefully he's all right. Dude, the TV flaked out. You see it? It showed all their monitors. Like, it showed, like, the producer view. Here comes the extra point. It's up. It's good. Yeah, they had, like, all these screens on this screen. Like, it just kind of popped up. I think they screwed up. But here we go. 17-3. Dolphins up. Tyreek Hill got injured. Tyreek Hill, honestly, I don't like to assume, but, like, something bad to his ankle leg. Didn't look like his foot was looking like it was supposed to look. But here we go. We're going to hang out right here. So hammer the chat. What you want to talk about? You got any Packer questions? You got, we'll talk about going across the NFL. Maybe Vince can throw up the scores for the NFC this week or like the whole league. I think you got some graphics over here. We can bust those out for the timeout. Get to the comment over here. Bo Nix runs ran in a 7-yard touchdown. Broncos up 3-7. So there you go. Now we got ourselves an update over here. You got Billy Bob Thornton doing commercials over here. I love me some Billy Bob Thornton. Who doesn't love Billy Bob Thornton? You know what I mean? I'll have him haggle in Chinatown for one for a snow globe. I feel like in New York they probably sell a lot of snow globes all over the place. We have 285 folks watching live across all the places right now. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, no matter where you're watching, tap that like button. I'd appreciate it. And we have the one lone watcher over there on Twitch. I appreciate that. Let's reload over here on the beverage department. But here we go, 17-3 ball game. And, this is kind of a convincing win so far. We're early on in the third quarter over here, but I don't expect the Jets. The Jets have looked pretty dead. Pretty dead. And look at Kevin's over here got me doing I'm not buying nothing. Ain't no snow globes happening, you know. They'll get broke anyways. But you know, I don't do luggage like that. But yeah, so this game is kind of it is what it is. We're over here in the third quarter. But maybe I should have watched the Broncos game instead. They're 7-3 in that Bronco game. And but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, here we go. I actually want to look at what coming up next week. We'll talk about that tomorrow a lot. I want to see like what the NFC North has coming up. Obviously, the Packers on a bye. You know, see where everyone is slated. Look at this guy. G-Love sucks. Dude, go check out his numbers from last night. See what he did in that fourth quarter and overtime and say that. Here we go. We're going to have a return from 15-20. He's at the 25. He's past the 30. He's still in bounds. And he's going to get 35, 40-yard line. Let's see where it is. But there's a flag on the play. Go, Pack, go. Representing from Twitch. You know what I mean? And we have a flag on the play over here. That's funny. I think I could hear that graphic upstairs. So my wife's watching upstairs. Like after the fact. Illegal formation. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty ended at the end of the play. No, he does not. Jordan Love is that dude. Oh, here we go. We got some scores over here. All right. We got the Broncos 7-3 over the Bengals. Then looking at other scores, you got the Seahawks 23, Cardinals 20. The Vikings lost 24-21 to the Steelers. A few updates over there. And here we go. We're going to have Fields under center. They're going to hand this thing off, running up the middle on the other side of the 50-yard line now. All right, here we go. We got some more scores right here. We go, Commanders lost to the Falcons, 34-27. Saints lose to the Bills, 31-19. And 34-10, Lions over the Browns. And the Panthers lose 13-42 to the Patriots. We're second down and 5 right here. Hurts is going to be under center. Ball at the 47-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off. He's going to go up the middle. Nothing there. He goes straight down. Gain of nothing. Gain of nothing there. And then we go over here. We got the Giants beat the Chargers, which was surprising. 21-18. Eagles over the Buccaneers, 31-25. Titans get shat out, 26-0. Colts lose 27-20 to the Rams. And the Jags beat the Niners, 26-21. That was a good game right there. That's what we like to see. Third down and 5. Here we go. They're going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he's going to try to get to the first down marker. He's going to be short, though. And that's going to be 4th down and 1. Then we also got the Ravens lost to the Chiefs, 37-20. Ravens 1-3. I think it's a very good football team, but they're sitting at 1-3. Bears beat the Raiders 25-24 on a blocked field goal. And the Packers tied the Cowboys 40-40, if you might have heard. But right now, the Bengals are driving almost midfield. There you go. Appreciate the heads up there. And here we go. We're going to have ourselves a 4th and 1. They're going for it. He's under center. He's rolling right. He's got pressure. He's got to do something. Oh, he's got a block. He can run it. He does. Oh, my goodness. Justin Fields is scampering down the field at the 10. 5, touchdown! Big time run, Justin Fields. Are you kidding me? That was a huge play. All Justin Fields, 100%. Dude was back there for the sack. Made some people miss. 43-yard rushing touchdown. Good play, Justin Fields. It's 17-9. And the Jets are making some moves right here. Somebody tell Troy Aikman to shut up. I got him on mute because he won't stop dogging on the Broncos. Yeah, that sounds about right. Matt, looking ahead of next week's matchup, who's your upset special? I'll talk about that tomorrow. I really don't know. I don't have the whole schedule right here. Here comes the extra point. That is going to be good. But I don't have the schedule right here. We'll go through that. And obviously, Wednesday we'll do the Pick'em show. But we'll talk about some of that tomorrow, too, as well. With the Packers having a bye week. Not a lot to talk about looking forward. But Aaron Glenn, he's liking what he's seeing from Justin Fields right there. 17-10. We got ourselves a ball game here, folks. We're going to go to commercial. We will be right back. You know what I mean?
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolay Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolay. It's Nicolay. Nicolay Law. Billboard, baby.
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there. Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
All righty, we are back over here. Is there any announcer you can't stand listening to? Well, lately, all I do is I do the live streams on a lot of them. But Troy Aikman always bothered me. But when I'm doing live streams, I have the sound on, but I can barely hear it. I kind of just listen a little bit. But Troy Aikman used to bother me a lot doing Packer games. But a lot of them I don't really get too bothered because, I mean, they say stupid stuff sometimes. But I don't get overly worked up about him. But Troy Aikman, I don't like Troy Aikman from the 90s, He always drove me nuts. Always beat the Packers back then. So, but we have to give a shout out over here. Mr. Ivan Lass is in the building. What's up, Ivan? How we doing today? You know what I mean? Thanks for being here. You know what I mean? We're at, we got 17-10. We got a little ball game here. 9:23 to go in the third quarter. Here comes the kickoff. We'll get to some more comments after this kickoff. We're going to have a return from about the goal line, 1 yard line. He's at the 20, 25. He gets past the 30. He'll fall down about the 30-yard line. David said, I'd rather listen to Roseanne sing the national anthem while she squeezes the two-piece bikini than listen to Troy Aikman. Yeah, people do not like Troy Aikman. Now, they're showing right here, Tyreek Hill. He's got that air cast, whatever they got going on there, and they're getting him out of here. So that sucks for him. Let me say, I'm not a Joe Buck fan. I actually think Joe Buck is pretty good. I don't know. I get it, though. I get it. People don't care for certain people. But like I said, lately I've been doing these game streams, so I don't really hear a lot of it anyways. But we're going to have Tua's going to be under center. He's going to no play action, quick throw, and that's going to be incomplete over the head to Waddle. That was some good coverage. I think it was double coverage. We have a flag on the play. We're going to see what this flag is. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic first down, and the Bengals drive stalls at about midfield, punting to Denver. So there we go. I think that's a 7-3 ball game over there still on the other game. Ivan says, I hate Joe Buck more because he worships Troy Aikman. Yeah, I never really had a big problem with Joe Buck or even Chris Collinsworth. Chris Collinsworth will say some weird stuff like, here's a guy, but I don't know, that's just kind of his thing. First down and 10, 9:14 to go in the third quarter. Tua's going to be under center. Going to be play action. He's rolling left, and he's got his man, and that's going to be a first down. Stays in bounds. Now runs out, but that's a big-time play for a first down. And Tua and this offense has got some stuff going. Up 7 against the Jets. That's the routes I like. Those crossing routes, I feel like those are always open. Those are so hard to cover. Like when I play Madden, or when I used to, I'd always do those because I feel like those are so hard to cover. You just roll out. They're running away from the coverage. He wasn't really covered too much there. Pretty easy play for Waddle there. First down and 10. All right, they're going to be shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's going to hand this thing off. No, he keeps it again. He's rolling left again. He's going to run this time. He's going to run out just about at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there on a second down. Collinsworth was terrible last night. Tirico is good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really hear him too much because I'm talking most of it, but 17 rush attempts tonight, 18 pass attempts for the Dolphins. 60 rushing yards, 150 passing yards. So this is as balanced as offense as you're going to get right here. Second down and 9. They're going to be in a pistol. 42 yards to go to the end zone. And he's going to throw this thing wide receiver screen right side. And that's going to be about a yard or two. 7:47 to go in the third quarter. I was listening to you. That's the report from the wife. I appreciate you there, Ivan. Third down and 8. Tell the wife she should be listening too. Tua is 5 for 7, 66 yards, 4 first downs on third down tonight. And it's third down and 8. Let's see what they got. Shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at just about the 40-yard line, just short of the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's getting pressure now. He's got room to run, and he's making people miss. He gets jacked. Flags come flying in. He's mid-slide, and he takes a shot. And they came up to talk to that Jets player, the offensive lineman. Like, what are you doing, dude? I mean, he kind of slid kind of late on that one. I had to see the replay, but what do you think about that? Yeah, I mean, he's got that concussion thing. They're going to protect him. Yeah, he slid late, though. I don't think that was a bad hit. I mean, maybe there's a helmet-to-helmet contact, and if so, then I get that. But unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty. So they called him on it. Oh, yeah, that is helmet-to-helmet. That was helmet-to-helmet. But say he slid late, so I don't think I have a problem with that. But the helmet-to-helmet, that's just a rule. Your helmet touches their helmet, it's going to be a penalty. Yeah, dude, he needs to learn to slide a little bit sooner, dude. He seems fine, though. He's all happy about it. He's like, yeah. Here we go. First down and 10. 6 feet to go in the third quarter. They're going to be pistol, 20-yard line. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. He bounces it left. He stopped at first, and then he keep her moving now, and that's going to be about a 4-yard gain. But that could have been nothing. Bounced off that wall and just kept her moving. Yeah, Tua needs one of those Romeo helmets, you know what I mean? I just want to see Fields do well to show how incompetent the Bears are when it comes to drafting and developing quarterbacks. Absolutely. I'm all about team Justin Fields over here. I mean, he's down 7 right now. I mean, he hasn't played particularly good. Tonight, he had that nice big run for a touchdown. A lot of the balls are coming out wobblers tonight, but yeah, I'm definitely rooting for him too. But the play clock's down to 2. Tua's going to hand this thing off. No, he's rolling left, and now he's going to get rid of it, and that's going to be a first down completion to the 9-yard line to Waddle, and there's a flag on the play. illegal contact on the defense. Penalty is declined. First down. So we first down and goal. They're going to see where they are on the field over here. But yeah, he had his hands on him. He got a little handsy there, you know what I mean? Yeah, see those routes, those crossing routes right there, those are open. Those are hard to cover. So here we go. We're going to be first down and goal now. They're going to be at the 9-yard line. They're going to be back in a similar formation, pistol action right here. And they're fake action, fake handoff. He tosses it right side. He makes a couple guys miss. He's going towards the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. 23-10. They extend the lead. That was Devon Achani. I don't think I'm saying his name wrong. I'm not good at saying names. But that was a good play call right there, dude. He did some action right there. He made a lot of guys miss. He had like one block over there, and they had defenders over there, but he made a miss. 7-play drive, 68 yards, 4:03 off the clock. Here comes the extra point. 24. Yeah, 10 after that extra point. And that's what you want to do, man. You want to put teams away. You got them up, dude. You got to keep your foot on the gas. Broncos inside the 20 driving. There you go. So we got some action going on there in the Broncos game. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. I'll be right back. Let me go restock real quick. Here we go. Have a beer for me, man. I'm only having a couple. I got to work at 4, so we'll have a couple over here while we're watching the game. Then I'm going right to bed after this. But here we go. Here we go. We got ourselves a 24-10 ball game over here, and the Broncos are driving over here too. So we got 2 games going on at once. I should have put them both. I thought about putting them both up on the screen. I wonder if it'll let me, if I'll just screw it up. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, see, that's what happens. I screwed it up. But now I might be on a different time or whatever, so I might be ahead or behind people that I was before. But we're gonna put them both on side by side. That's why I pay for YouTube TV. All right, yeah, so it's 14-3 in this Broncos game over here. This is cool. I should have done this to begin with. Beep, beep. How you guys like those graphics? Let's give a round of applause to the producer over here. You know what I mean? Doing a good job. Glad to have him back. You know, he was on vacation. Now he's back. Shout out to Vince. You know what I mean? Touchdown Broncos, Mims Jr. with the running touchdown, 14-3 Denver. That must just have happened because I just turned it on over here. Now they're coming back over here. So hopefully I can see the game good enough so I can call it like, you know, like I'm Chris Collinsworth. Hard Rock Stadium. I don't like the, you know, stadiums with the names over here. 24-10. Here comes the kickoff. We're going to have no return. That's going to be a touchback. 5:20 to go in his third quarter. I hate when the bots come flying in here. But I think that's when you know you're doing something good.
Matt, we need a little energy here, buddy. We need a little energy.
The Bears still suck.
If I can
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. We really, really,
Come on, everybody, comment.
really
Get
Yeah.
Matt dancing.
I'm gonna chat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be dancing around here.
The bears still suck.
Here we go. We got a 35-yard line. They're gonna be play action. He's rolling right, looking. It's gonna be completed, and that's gonna be near the first down marker. And they're gonna call it a first down over here. So that's where the Jets are gonna start this thing. Okay, they're showing the highlights. That confused me because that's on that side. Now it's on this side. Here we go, 24-10. I just like spit all over the place. Jets are going to be under center. Ball at about 46-yard line. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get to about the 50-yard line. So that's going to be about a 4-yard gain. Chris Collinsworth is okay as long as Lamar Jackson or Mahomes aren't playing. If they are, he is unbearable. Yeah, if there's like a player that he really likes, he does not shut up about it. Here we go. The Bears are trash. We should make a new song. It's called The Bears Are Trash. I hate the Bears, and I will dance on their grave. I know he was dancing right there in his garage over here. Here we go. We're going to have ourselves a 2nd down and 5. They're going to be in shotgun split backs back here. And he's going to hand this thing off. He's going to run it left side. And nothing there, dude. Chewed up at midfield. Absolutely chewed up. Third down. And we're looking over here at this other game. I don't know what's going on. We got a flag on the other game.
No!
It's not that big of a deal, dude.
No!
All right, here we go. They're going to be in shotgun now. Justin Fields. A man to his left. Ball at the 50-yard line. It's 3rd and 6. And I think they handed it off. That was a butched play, dude. That was nothing. And that's 4th down. That was a horrible offensive play. I don't even know what happened. But as soon as it happened, it was done. I'm dancing in my recliner because that's our happy song. I love that song. It's probably the best song. That's on my playlist in my truck. I'll just be rolling on the street on Tuesday, and that song will be banging out. But I don't know if I'm in a dancing situation right now. Bengals do have cool colors, though. Yeah, absolutely. I think Bengals are a good team. We have a punt right here, but I do like they're kind of historic. Is that my cat? Or are you making sounds? Oh, here comes the punt. And I don't see it. No, fair catch over here, 10-yard line. Then we got a fair catch. And that's where that's going to be. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. 24-10, the Dolphins over the Jets. And they're going to go to commercial, and we're going to hang out right here, dude. But, yeah, so we have this other game over here we can just talk about, I guess, while we're at commercial. Hammer the chat, you know what I mean? I don't know if that was Lucy or not. I think Vince was making cat noises. Because I don't see the cat. Usually if the cat's...
Oh, that's Vince.
I'm telling you, this sounds just like my cat. But usually if my cat's down here, like rubs on my legs and it like gets like all in my way. And then if you pet it, like runs away. So it's like it wants attention, but when you give it to it, it's like, no, thank you. I don't want that.
I'm sorry. That's just my universal sound for the Bengals, the kitty kitties, you know?
Oh, all right. But we got them right here. They're going to be on offense. Let's look at a play right here. They're going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. Throws it right side towards the sideline. Incomplete. Out of bounds. That might have been a replay I was talking about right there. But yeah, they're over here about the 14-yard line. Bengals are down, but Bengals are 2-1. I feel like a good football team, but obviously you lose your quarterback. I don't care what team you are, you're not going to have a good time. So I think Joe Burrow, I saw someone said they both be out to like Christmas, December time. So we're going to see how they do. I'm not sure how many times I have to tell you that Lucy is a girl. Her name is Lucy. So it's like, all right. You know what I mean? It's just a cat. Cats are cats. Yeah, there we go, though. So, yeah, the Bengals, the offensive line, decent, it seems like. I don't know, probably not. But he's running for his life there. But at first, they looked all right. But I don't know. I don't know if the Bengals can hang on until Joe Burrow comes back. So I think they're in trouble. They're going to punt right here coming off from the 14-yard line. They're going to be punt from about the 5. Then that'll put the Broncos in a good situation. But back to this game over here. They're back from commercial. 24-10, third quarter. And they're talking about the offense over here. 3rd down and 5. Oh, they're showing the replay over here. Anyways, let's take a pause for a drink. Yeah, they're kind of talking about this Dolphins offense. I do like the offense. All those trick type of plays and misdirection type of plays, like the Packers kind of do a lot of that too, but it's all cute when it works. But when it doesn't work, dude, it's like, what are we doing? And it seems like sometimes it doesn't work a lot more than it does. But here we go. We're going to be 1st down and 10, 2:35 to go in the third quarter, and they jumped. The Jets jumped. Now, were they provoked? Is that going to be a false start, or is that going to be on the defense? Encroachment on the defense. That's what it looked like because he jumped way outside. David, that's why Cincinnati begged Green Bay for our backup quarterback. Their quarterback situation is terrible. Yeah, that was the reports that they wanted Malik Willis. I think the Packers would be dumb to give away Malik Willis for anything less than a 2nd-round pick. Something obviously a second, all right, talk to him. But anything less than that, because having a good backup quarterback, or at least a backup quarterback that you trust, a backup quarterback you can work with, that you can get some stuff going. They won 2 games with him last year, but obviously those weren't top-tier teams they were playing either. But here we go. From the 15-yard line, 1st and 5, and they're going to hand this thing off. Nope, play action. He's looking to throw. Justin Fields. No, it's not. It's Tua. And he gets rid of it, throws it to the dirt. Nothing there. I keep getting confused because the Dolphins are a different color. And I keep calling them the Jets. I don't know who's playing. Poor Fields, the curse of the Bears follows him everywhere. You know what I mean? Let's say I want Justin Fields to do good, but I just feel like he's been throwing some ducks in this game. Like there's been some wobblers around there. Say I ain't hating on him at all. I want him to, I'd love to see Justin Fields do good. The Jets, go to the playoffs, whatever, just so that the Bears look bad. And it's the AFC, have at it. Have a good time with it. We're going to be 2nd down and 5 now. 2nd down and 5. They're going to be kind of like a pistol, weird formation right there. And they're going to run this thing up the middle. Not a lot there, about 2 yards. And it's shut down. It's going to be 3rd down. God damn. All righty. Here we go. 3rd down. Okay. 2:09 to go in the third quarter. And this game is kind of getting out of hand a little bit, but we have another game on the other side. 14-3. Trey Hendrickson, he just did something, I think. Was that a penalty? What up, Heath? How you doing? How we doing tonight? Happy Monday. Dolphins uniforms look like an XFL team. They kind of do, but I kind of like them a little bit. But here we go. Tua's going to be back to throw at a shotgun. He's running out of time. Now he's rolling right. He tried to make a guy miss. He's going to get rid of it, and that's going to be incomplete. Good defense over there, but Tua kept looking downfield, but wasn't meant to be. Now the Broncos got something going over here. They're going to be running this thing. He's going to try to push it left side. He makes the dude miss, and he's going to be almost to a 1st down. There we go. Calling 2 games at once. So now it's 4th down over here, and there's going to be a punt. And that's not good for, I guess it doesn't matter. They're up 24-10. See, I keep getting confused with these teams. Are we going to have a return? I think we are. From the 20-yard line, he's going to dance around to 25, 30. He's dancing around trying to make some dudes miss. He's going to get to is that ball out? No, about the 35-yard line, I think, is where they're going to get this thing from. The battle of the 0-3 teams continue. Aaron Glenn versus the Dolphins. Oh, yeah, he played way back in the day. Look at this black and white game clip. Throwback. What year is this? 1996. That was a good year for the Packers, you know what I mean, if I remember correctly. There we go, 124 to go. I went down memory lane looking at Aaron Glenn. Here they go, and it's going to be play action. Justin Fields looking to throw it. He's throwing midfield. That's going to be completed big time. 1st down on the other side of the 50, down to about the 45-yard line. If the Jets want to do something, they got to do it down. Now is the time. 1:09 to go in the third quarter. You're running out of time. That was a good route, you know. He had found the soft spot, sat down, got the ball to him. Good pass. And there we go. First down. Here we go. Now he's going to be under center. Justin Fields, play action, looking to throw. He's throwing it deep. He finds his man, and he's going to be inside the 20 for a first down. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I got the Broncos game on over here, too, on the right side. I got the double screen action going on over here. But, yeah, the Jets got something going over here, though. And the Broncos, they're over here at midfield. And that's going to be a quick screen to the right side for the Broncos, and they're going to get a couple. But here we go back to this game. Justin Fields in check, and he's got a man to his left. It's first down and 10. They're inside the 20-yard line. He's back to throw. Can they keep it continued? Throwing towards the end zone. Touchdown! Flag! Incomplete. No touchdown. Touchdown. I got excited there. We're doing the Dolphins Jets game. I'm just kind of bouncing over to this game every now and again, seeing what's going on. But we have a flag over here. Let's see what it is. Touchdown, but offensive pass interference. So that is no touchdown. Garrett Wilson with the pass interference call. That was a good catch, too. Let's check the replay. Where did the pass interference occur over here? Nice little wiggle, you know what I mean? To get, oh, yeah, he kind of pushed off. That was so little, though. I feel like that was so little. What the heck? Can't you do anything without me? Where you at, dude? I've been expecting you. We've been waiting on you, Philly boy. Denver is killing Cincinnati running the ball. Packers need to do this 40 times versus the Bengals. There you go. But, yeah, we're at commercial over here on the Dolphins game. So we'll pop it over here. It's second quarter, 4:08 to go. Broncos got the ball. They're inside the red zone over here. They're going to have a quick pass. That's going to be a first down for the Broncos. They got a little something going. But, yeah, so they're down over here, and they're inside 4 minutes. I don't really care about this guy. I don't like the Broncos, I ain't going to lie to you. That's like been for a long time. I started to not care about him as much anymore, but then I started to not like him again. So now we're back to not liking them. First of all, like whenever that whole Aaron Rodgers thing was going on, the Bronco fans were getting all crazy, like, we're going to steal your quarterback. Like, they'd be in my comments like they were going to kidnap Aaron Rodgers or something. Didn't happen for him, though, you know what I mean? And right now they're 1-2, but they're up 14-3. And I think they're about to score right here. He's rolling left. He tosses this thing. They're going to go out of bounds for about 5-yard gain there. You know what I mean? Here we go, bro. Check out the old podcast. You know what I mean? We're going to be recording one tomorrow night. Live, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you're not tuning in for that live show, check out the podcast Wednesday morning. We're talking about this Packers-Cowboys game. And maybe I'll have a guest even. I haven't had a guest since Vince joined me, because now, you know, he makes it easier for me to do things by myself. But it's always good to talk with your friends sometimes. You know what I mean? Super Bowl 32, crap. You know what I mean? That's why my hatred for the Broncos goes back. They have a play right here. They just ran it right side, just short of the first down marker. We're still at commercial over here in the Dolphins game. Okay, we're back from commercial. We're going to start the fourth quarter over here in this Dolphins game. I've hated Denver since that Mr. Ed looking Elway best us in the Super Bowl. Yeah, dude, the hatred there. I don't like John Elway at all. Look at this touchdown that was taken away. That's brutal. I don't know. I felt like that was kind of a chippy pass interference call. Unless it was my team going against my team, then I'd be like, that was a good call right there. But I don't know. He had his hand out, and that's definition. So you're gonna, you know, you have the risk of getting that call. But I don't feel like they're not calling that all the time. Here we go. First down and 20. The Jets will be inside about the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Justin Fields completed, and he's gonna be to about the 22-yard line. No, there's a flag after the play. Love that Dave, the gums, and horse teeth. Mr. Ed, Mr. Ed. That was a banger show, dude. Let's see what this flag's about. Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty. Personal foul on the Jets. You remember that, Mr. Ed? You go, Wilbur. Wilbur. I used to love that show. Yeah, that song was a banger too. Mr. Red. What was that? I go. I guess I don't know it as good as I thought I did. I would have sang it too. I thought I had it there. I love the. We already got that one. Did Josh Jacobs have over 100 yards rushing yesterday? I believe he did, because the over under was like 90 yards. I took the under and he slaughtered me. He killed me, and I'm glad he did. I just the way I thought the offense was going to be more passing, and I didn't think that. I thought he'd be right around in that range. So, you know what I mean? Wilbur. We need to get a Mr. Ed graphic on this thing, but we don't want him to say Wilbur though. We're gonna have to get him to say something else.
I need to interrupt you. Josh Jacobs had 22 carries for 86 yards.
Oh, 22 carries for 86 yards. I think it was 80 yards was over under. I took the under. You got the over on that.
But he did have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was all purpose, so I think that he had receiving yards too. So I was way off on that. And that's why, dude, I take accountability. Also, not starting Romeo Doubs in my fantasy league, lost because of that. 3 touchdowns. That's my fault. Here we go. Jets are going to be in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's got a little bit of time, making more time. He's rolling left. Now is he going to run? He's going to try to scamper. And that's going to... Oh, he gets tackled out of bounds. There's got to be a flag there, right? No? Justin Fields don't get that treatment? All right. I feel like he was thinking to the ground's way out of bounds.
To help you out, a horse is a horse, of course.
Oh, yeah. Horse is a horse, horse is a horse. And then you go, no, the famous Mr. Ed.
You got it.
My brother's name is Ed, so I probably sang that song more times than I should have, just to irritate him. But we got third down over here, Vince. 13:54 to go in the fourth quarter. 24-10. Not exactly a real close game, a good game. This is a battle of 2 0-3 teams. But we're going to see what they got here. They're going to be just about the 32-yard line. All right, I think that the play clock went to 0. 3rd and 24. See what these refs are saying. I don't know if there was a penalty or if they just weren't ready. I don't know. They weren't ready. No, they reset the play clock. So it's going to be 3rd down and 24. I know. 13:36 to go in this ball game. Who's the other person talking? We have a producer on this show. His name is Vince. He does all the graphics. He does all the scoreboard. He does everything except for the comments. And he's the reason the show is good. Here we go. Back to throw. It's going to be tight coverage. Was that completed? Was that intercepted? No, they're blowing the whistles. They're blowing the whistles. I don't know. We got to figure out what happened over here. Justin Fields threw it. They came up running with it. Here comes the replay. No, that ball hit the ground. That's incomplete. They tried to pretend it was an interception like this isn't on camera. Yeah, for sure. Vince joined me a couple weeks ago. Been hanging out, you know what I mean? Met in person, but he does all the graphics, like scoreboard, everything that you see pop up. Is all Vince. I don't have that type of skill.
Yeah, but the show is great because of Mr. Frickin' Matt Ramage. Everybody.
No, I think it's people in the comments. I think it's the comments section.
Well, yeah, you have the greatest fans in the world. Hell yeah.
All my fellow Packer fans and some who don't like the Packers, but they hang with us. You know what I mean? Here comes a field goal, 50-yard attempt, and that's gonna be good. But here we go. So there we go. 24-13. Somewhat of a ball game. Not a lot of time left over here. I'm going to step away because I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. We're at commercial over here.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
Alrighty, we are back. 325 folks watching live across all places, but I do want to get to a few comments. Philly boy over here. That Vince guy couldn't deliver Super Mac last night till it was too late. Damn you, Vince. Bad juju. Vince, come on, dude. You're disappointing Philly boy over here.
But even after I did PJ in the house for Phil.
Dude, you know what I mean? And now he's over here just running his mouth over here in the comments.
That's no Christmas card for Phil this year. No.
That's great. But you know what I was thinking about? Because, the Packers have a bye week, obviously, coming up over here. I think it'd be cool to do, like, a live stream. Like, try to do a live stream of 2 games at once. But people can only watch one, so I don't know. That might not make sense. But even like that, I thought like a red zone thing, like watch red zone. But I think that'd be too hard. I think I'd probably
that'll cost you 2 stickers this week, though.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, but we're gonna do some live streams. We're gonna figure out exactly what we're gonna do. We'll probably stick to one game because I think that the whole point is people watch along with me. I'll let the people decide. But we have a return over here from the kickoff. He's at the 20, 25. He's past the 30, and he's gonna go out of bounds. But the 33-yard line is where they're gonna start this thing. But yeah, we'll figure out what's game. Actually, I should do a post and let people decide what games I live stream for. I don't know. We'll figure out the schedule. But we'll pick some codes. Probably a divisional game. See who's playing. Like I say, I have no idea from week to week. But there you go. Check out the cool sponsors over here. I do want to give a shout, dude, because I do play the commercials or whatever, and I appreciate everyone let me do that because without them, I wouldn't have like this expensive microphone, a lot of expensive stuff I have, and having the awesome sponsors and cool, what every Wisconsin podcast, that's who they want as a sponsor. But we're gonna have a run over here up the middle by the Miami Dolphins over here, and that's gonna be just short of the first down, about an 8-yard run. But big shout out to the sponsors because that's how I'm able to do all this stuff. Second down over here, 12:44 to go in the fourth quarter. And we're still at 14-3 over here. Broncos up on the Bengals in that game for people who are paying attention. 42 seconds left in the first half of that game. It's weird that they have 2 games on at the same time. Usually, they have double headers. I think usually it's like one after the other. But here we go. So we're gonna have second down and 2, and the Dolphins are going to be in a little pistol action over here. He's going to hand this thing off right side. He's going to try to get the first down, but that's chewed up. The defense was all over that play, and that's going to be third down, and that's right. Stomp them out. Stomp them out. I looked the wrong way. Let's go, Justin, coming from a Bears fan. Yeah, I really want Justin Fields to succeed. He seems like a good kid. Obviously, I'm not over here rooting for Bears players, but now that he's out of Chicago, hopefully he does good. Even when he was in Chicago, I never said a bad word about Justin Fields. He seems like a good dude, but you know how quarterbacks do in Chicago. No offense, I appreciate you watching. Third down and 4. Here we go. Tua's back to throw. He's looking. He's got time. Gets rid of it. Overthrowing big time. Incomplete. That was a bad throw right there. That's 4th down and 4, and that's gonna end that thing. You know what I mean? Matt, you still need a macaroni and cheese sponsor. Dude, I do. I feel like Kraft should have been all over that, dude. I remember one time I made it. It's still out in the world somewhere. How to make drunk macaroni and cheese. That was a video I posted before I had sponsors. There's a little bit of swearing in that one. I was a little buzzed up. I ain't gonna lie to you. But here we go. We have a pun. But that's still out in the world. How to make drunk macaroni and cheese. I'll tell you the first step here after this kick. We have the punt. We're going to have a fair catch. He fair caught it at the 2-yard line. What an idiot. He should let that go. But yeah, I made a video. It's an old video, a long time ago. How to make drunk macaroni and cheese. The first step, I said, step 1, get drunk. And I take a drink of my beer. And I'm just in my kitchen. But a little bit of swearing in that. So if you go look for it, beware. Let's go, Justin. Oh, yeah, coming from a Bears fan. There we go. Philly Boy said, this just in. I hate Monday Night Football doubleheaders. Makes the other game not special. Yeah, for real, because they're both happening at the same time. I feel like Monday night, if anything, started earlier. Start the first game at 5 and then just go back to back. You know what I mean? I don't get, because that prime time zone, they want to get the certain, but I don't know, having 2 at one time, I don't know. I think you're spreading yourself out too much. Yeah, we suck at developing quarterback. It is a thing in Chicago, but I feel like linebackers is different. Like, the Cowboys, like, historically have always had, like, great linebackers. The Packers are pretty good at getting quarterbacks, but historically not. I mean, obviously there's some great linebackers in Packers history, but they're not really, like, known for that. You know what I mean? We've had Clay Matthews, we've had Nitschke. There's, like, a lot of names. But the Bears, dude, they back in the day, dude, their linebackers were always good. Like Urlacher, dude. I'll say a shout out to Brian Urlacher. I like Brian Urlacher. I like that he said he hates the Packers that time. I'm like, oh, I love that. I like the rivalry to actually mean something to the players. And Brian Urlacher and the Packers had all those battles and stuff. And I like that. I like to hear other division teams say that they hate the Packers. You know what I mean? It can't just be the fans all the time. But here we go. 24-13 this ball game. All right, so the Broncos, they're they're at the 28-yard line. Let's see this play right here. He's back to throw. He's looking. Gets a quick pass, gets lit up, and that ball is incomplete. Bengals defense are on that thing. But here we go. Hendricks, the defensive end, is getting pancaked more than IHOP customer. And that's the guy everyone wanted the Packers to trade for. I mean, he got a little something right there. He got through. Was part of that pressure, after the fact. Checking that replay right there, you know what I mean? But here we go. We're back in this Dolphins game. They got the Dolphins over here. Free Willy up in this thing. No, Free Willy he was a whale. Now I get the Dolphin sound. I didn't get it the whole time. I was like, what is that sound? See, Vince is way ahead of the game, dude. I had to catch up sometimes. But here we go. They're going to be at the 3-yard line because he fair caught it, didn't let it go. It's 1st down and 10. He's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off, and he's going to get chewed up, and it's going to be a loss. Now they are at the 2-yard line. And, dude, this is the situation right here, bro. This is the situation, right? The Dolphins have the ball down here. But if they're forced to punt, there's 11-10 to go. It's 24-13. The Jets get good field position, get back down there and score. This could be a problem, you know? I'm not really worried about it, but we will see. So here they go. Now they're from the 2-yard line. They're going to be under center over here, 2nd down and 11. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. Can they stop it? And they do. He's going to get a couple out of it, but I think he's going to get to just about the 5-yard line, and that's 3rd down. So now right now they got to be they got some decision to make. They don't want to make no mistakes. They don't want to try to force something. And then you give them the ball right here. But if you can't get a 1st down and you punt from right here, dude, that's a lot of momentum too. That I feel like swings their way. And I think we have a touchdown over here. The Broncos just scored a touchdown. It's 20-3. Cortland Sutton, 20-yard receiving touchdown over here for the Broncos. And we got a bird over here. It's hard to tell what it is. But here we go. We're going to be 3rd down and 8. From the 5-yard line, they're in shotgun. The man to his right, he's back to throw. They need a 1st down to keep it going, and I think they got it. And they did get it. That's a 1st down. That's a huge 1st down. Well, the Jets had the ball. I don't know why I was thinking I was saying like the wrong one. Dude, I keep getting these teams confused. But right here, the Jets have the ball. So, yeah, but basically, if they had shut it down right there, they could have closed this game out. But here we go. We have a run left side, and he's going to be a 1st down. He's going to get to the 30-yard line before he goes down. I apologize. I got confused. The Dolphins having, like, the dark uniforms is really throwing me off. Not that the Jets uniform looks like a Dolphins uniform, but I don't know why it's confusing me. I think just being tired. 9:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah, so now it's 21-3 in that Broncos game. After that touchdown for the Broncos. But back in this game, 1st down and 10. The Jets are going to be at the 30-yard line. He's in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's got time. Good coverage by the offensive line, and that's going to be incomplete. I don't know, dude. They were all like fighting with. I'm surprised there wasn't a penalty on that. 2nd down and 10. Now they're showing famous people over here. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Jason Taylor. Yeah, I remember him. Jason Taylor. I haven't seen him in a while. I like that. He's like, I think he knows he's on camera right there. Shout out to Jason Taylor, though. He was a legend back in the day. And here we go. 9:01 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 10. Justin Fields in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got pressure. Oh, the play is called dead, or he would have got murdered. Flag on the play. Was that offsides? Because they had a free shot at him. False start. False start on the Jets. Why is Troy Aikman's head looking bigger than his body? Is he a bobblehead? That happens to people sometimes. You turn into a bobblehead. It's been known to happen, There's been, studies done on that. Troy Aikman's got it. 2nd down and 15, back to throw. Justin Fields is looking. He throws it right side. That's going to be completed to about the 35-yard line. He's going to go out of bounds. That was 2nd and 15, so it's 3rd down. They got Jason Taylor over there. He's like the Taylor Swift of this game right here. Oh, yeah, so they're going to, go down here about the 35-yard line. He goes out of bounds. So it's 3rd down and 5. Can the Jets, do they have it? Do they have enough to come back from this thing? The Broncos game is at halftime. I might go down to one screen. I don't like it, though. It's small. I can see the whole screen. Otherwise, it kind of blocks a little bit. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 5. Here we go. Justin Fields in shotgun. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got pressure. He's rolling left. He's got to get rid of it. There's a flag on the play. He keeps it moving. He's down. It's not a sack. He gained a few yards just short of the 1st down, but we'll have to see what the flag is. Buddy. I need a Justin Field passing touchdown and more touchdowns from Bo Nix. I got $60. Yeah, good luck, dude. So we got a 10-yard penalty. Was that a hold on the offense? There's a helmet flying, dude. There's a lot of stuff going on in this play. We got a hat. Is that a ref's hat? Did a ref die in that play? Was that a towel? Holding on the Jets, that was. All right, 3rd down and 15 now. Not looking good for the Jets. Justin Fields going to be in shotgun, ball at the 26-yard line. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got time. He gets it completed. Short pass. They're going to clamp it up at the 30-yard line. That's the thing, that they're throwing it short, thinking they can get that 1st down, make some guys miss. But he had time, but they must not have had anyone open downfield. But you got to push downfield right there. Now it's 4th down, dude. I meant one more from Bo Nix. Sorry, I've been drinking. You know what I mean? It happens from time to time. We got 4th down over here, and they're going to have a punt. So this is kind of a wrap. 7:22 to go. I don't see how this is going to any other way. Are they going to fake it? They should fake it. Fake it. Don't be scared, dude. And the punt is off. And are we going to have a return? No, the thing's going to bounce. They're going to call this dead about the 26-yard line or so. But here we go, 24-13. Not a lot left. Darren Waller, or he hit himself. Darren Wallen, I think it is. No, it's Waller. I said the name wrong. But anyways, he's having himself a game over here. Tua's not having a bad game either. Tua's going to get a lot of crap, but he came out here slinging the thing around a little bit, doing enough. I mean, they're playing the Jets, so you don't have to do too much. But Darren Waller, 107 reception, 1,196 yards, 9 touchdown, 2020 with the Raiders. You know, he was a beast. Still got it. You know what I mean? First down and 10. Tua's going to be a little pistol action over here. They're going to start just from the 26-yard line, and they're just going to try to run this thing out. They're going to run it left side. You got a little blocker over here. He's going to try to stay in bounds, which he does, and that's going to be a first down. But I think he goes out of bounds. And they're showing the replay on the right side over here because it's at halftime. That was a beautiful run by Justin Fields for that touchdown earlier. That was beautiful. But, yeah, he tried to stay in bounds, but they got him out of bounds over there. All right, here we go. First down and 10. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Tua's going to be under center. Ball at the 39-yard line. And it's going to be a run up the middle right side. He makes a guy miss first down. He's still on his feet to the inside the 40-yard line. Big time first down. Big time run. And the Dolphins are, finishing this game off. That's like a complete game. Don't let them get back in. Foot on their throats. Being aggressive. Being successful on the ground in the fourth quarter with the lead. That's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Ooh, they got a Burger King commercial over here? That look good. I'm kind of hungry, you know what I mean? I could eat. Tua's going to be under center, first down and 10. Obviously he's going to try to run this thing, 5:35 to go, and they're running it left side, and he's going to have a few here. Oh, the ball's on the ground! I think the Dolphins jumped on top of that thing. I was just talking about how good they were doing it, just kind of like keeping their foot on the throat and not really making those mistakes. But ball on the turf right there, the ground. But it looks like they jumped back on top of it. We're going to find out for sure. Yeah, they just came in there and punched that thing out, dude. That thing was just out there just freestyling or just freelancing on its own for a minute. And then the Dolphins jumped on top of it. Jets, too slow for you, bud. What is up, Joey? How we doing? We're having a good time. I'm having a good time. Hope you are too. Well, we're watching this Dolphins game. Actually, I had both games on side by side, but we're focusing on the Dolphins. 24-13. Broncos are up, but they're at halftime over here. And Tua's going to be a little pistol action. They're going to hand it. No, he's going to toss it. There's a play action. Toss it left side, first down, and he's going to try to stay in bounds, which I think he does. They're doing a great job finishing this game off, minus that fumble they jumped on top of. The Dolphins are playing like not like an 0-3 team, but I mean, like I said, they are playing the Jets. Makes it a little bit easier. But this was a good play. Everyone thinks they're running up the middle. Everything's kind of flowing right side. He keeps it, throws it left side. Not a lot going on down here, and he's able to fall in bounds to keep that clock ticking, you know what I mean? So it's going to be first down and 10, 4:06 to go, 4:05 the clock's ticking. Tua 17-24, 177 yards and 2 touchdowns. And now they're going to be from the 18-yard line. I can't imagine they even throw another ball here. They're going to run it right side here with the running back. He's chewed up. That's going to be a loss. Maybe they will. I mean, especially with the Dolphins, I wouldn't be surprised if they do some play action. Kind of the same situation. But they're not going to do any risky type of throwing for the rest of this game. That's for sure. We're going to have a timeout here for the Jets. The Dolphins coach, what's his name? McDaniel, I always forget the dude's name, but he's hilarious. But I like that he's got the sunglasses. Like, he is Miami. He's just like, yeah, like LA Law going on the sideline over there. You know what I mean? We won't have to worry about overtime in this game. No, not at all. You know what I mean? I'm going to get some sleep tonight. But upcoming schedule, I guess it doesn't matter. No one cares about the Dolphins' upcoming schedule. Unless the Packers are on it. But yeah, the Ravens, dude. I keep seeing the Ravens, but I'm going to see that 1-3. Ravens are a good football team to be 1-3. I think that the teams they face in the next few weeks is going to be a problem for them because I feel like they got to be just, angry, And I feel like they are a good team, but they're not getting it done right now. Urlacher, great dude. He went into the Hall of Fame in 2018 with Jerry Kramer, Ray Lewis, Terrell Owens, and Randy Moss. They were honored at the end of the first quarter. The Super Bowl 52, you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely, dude. All legends. Nothing but love for Urlacher, you know what I mean? He was fun to watch. go against. I can see the Jets be their first team to go 0-17. You know what I mean? I can see it, dude. They don't look good. They don't look good. I stood behind Kramer on the sideline to photo bomb him. That's awesome. I want to see that picture. All right, so they're saying sounded like good news for Tyreek. I didn't see it, what the news was, but hopefully it's not that bad. 2nd down and 10. Here we go. They're going to be throwing it left side. No, he's going to incomplete. That was a dud of a throw. Tried to get like a screen pass going over here. There's a flag on the play. 3:47 to go in this ball game. I think they said they got a lineman downfield. All right, let us know. Let us know what's going on, Mr. Referee Man. I like so. That's like if you don't watch NFL and you just watch this game and you're just like, so they stop it. They stop the whole thing, and then they come up there and they're like, "There's no foul for a legal man downfield." Like, then why'd you stop the game, bro? But I get it. They thought there was. They had a communication. They said no, not the case. 3rd down and 10. But I think it is funny for someone watching who doesn't like know the NFL. Like, why do they stop the game and say there's no penalty? And we're gonna have a run up the middle here for about half a yard. 4th down. Oh, dislocated knee. Yeah, I think that's better than obviously a broken leg. I don't want either of those things. But my son had a dislocated knee. I don't know what that means for time will be out, but it's obviously better than a broken.
That is confirmed. It is a dislocated knee, is what they're
So
saying.
I think that's better of the options that there could have been. So, hopefully it gets better soon. Hey, at least the Packers haven't gone winless like the Lions 0-16 before they added another game. Yeah, absolutely. The Packers were bad throughout in the 80s. They still figured out how to get a win or two. Get a couple wins back then. So, here we go. 3:36 to go in the 4th quarter. And there's going to be a field goal attempt here. First field goal, he made a 47-yarder tonight. Riley Patterson. But right now, can he do the 36-yarder? He's from the right hash, if that matters to you. And the kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be good. And there we go. 27-13 in the ball game. Maybe the Bengals-Denver game will end in a tie. Maybe, take some of the heat off the Packers. Ooh, after the game, star of the game joins the show. Not this show, a better show. All right, what we got going on here? I don't like the Hard Rock Stadium. I don't like those sponsored stadium names. I think it's stupid. 3:33 to go in this ball game. What are they doing? They're just giving a scenic view of outside the stadium. All right, here comes the kickoff. I don't like the new stadiums, like all the modern stadiums. I mean, they seem cool, and they'd probably be a good time to watch a game in like Dallas with the big old screens and all that. But I like the old school stadiums, like Lambeau Field, even Soldier Field. I've never been there, but it's probably a dump. But I still like that. I like the classics. You know what I mean? Here comes the kickoff. We're gonna have a return from the goal line. He's at the 15, 20, 25. 30, he's at the 35. Oh, I thought he had some blockers and get down to the 40-yard line where they're going to start this 1st and 10, 3:26 to go in the 4th quarter. There we go. 15 different starting quarterbacks for the New York Jets. Tied 3rd most. Since 2018, drafted 2 with top 3 picks. Most in the NFL. Zach Wilson. Remember him? Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor. They had Aaron Rodgers, but now it's 1st and 10. Justin Fields is in shotgun. He's got Amando as right. He's switching some stuff up. Yeah, if you look at it, Troy, I mean, he does. He's on the right side of the screen there. Does have that bubbly head type of thing going on. You know what I mean? All right, we're back to throw. He's looking. He makes a guy miss, and now he gets rid of it. That's going to be a screen for about an 8-yard gain, close to midfield. 3:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Jets have 1 timeout left. Dolphins have 2. Fields is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got a little bit of time. Now he's rolling on right. He's running out of time, and he's out of time. But he's going to scamper forward for a first down on the other side of the 50-yard line. He play tight end? They have the kick return going over here in the Broncos game. But here we go. From shotgun, a man to his right. He's back to throw. Justin Fields. He's got time. He throws it right. Oh, that almost intercepted, I think. He kind of tipped it away. I think we have an injury, though, on the defense. Or he's just so sad he dropped it. I think that's it. He was just sad. He's all right. That was a good move, though. Good defense right there. That was not almost intercepted, though. He just tipped it away, but that was a good job. 2nd down and 10. 16-22, 149 yards for Justin Fields tonight. He's in shotgun with a man to his right here. 2:33 to go in this fourth quarter. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's got time again. Gets rid of it. Going to be a pass, and it's going to be a first down to about the 35-yard line. He kind of split those guys. They're kind of just doing these short passes and hoping that they can make something happen. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Now they're getting it down a little bit, but it's a little too late. 27-13. Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Fields is back to throw. He's got time. Get in the middle of the field. Kind of the same thing. He bounces off the defender. That's going to be a first down inside the 25-yard line. They're going to go to the 2-minute warning, bro. I think I might be losing my voice, dude. 2nd down and 2. Oh, okay. We got, what's his face all worked up? The astronaut coach. John Glenn. Here we go. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning. We'll be right back. Finish this game off. You know what I mean?
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All righty. Let's get right to a great comment right here. Tim says, how do you think the Vikings are doing? I don't think JJ is good enough. All that talk he did during the offseason. Yeah, I don't think so. And he's not playing right now. I don't know how long he's out for. They got Carson Wentz in there. Lost today to the Steelers. I think the Vikings are like a good team, but I don't think they're going to be really, really super dangerous. I don't think they're going to be a team that's a problem at the end of the season. But they'll win some games and they'll sneak up on some people. And the Packers, when they play the Packers, I think the Packers got to play them tough because that rivalry, they're going to come to play. You know what I mean? And what is up, Stacy? The Bears still suck is absolutely correct. You know what I mean? No matter what the question is, that is the correct answer right here. You know what I mean? We're going to get
The Bears still suck.
anyone that says Bears still suck, dude. Vince cannot resist himself. Hey, let's have a... Here we go. 1st and 10. All right, what we got going on here? Justin Fields from 2 minutes to go. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's going to be incomplete. Intended for 83 over here. Who is that? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. It's 2nd down and 10. That was some good defense, though, right there. Yeah, the Dolphins. I didn't even know that was a Dolphin until like the 3rd quarter, dude. I don't know what that sound was, but I let Phil. I let Vince do his thing. You know what I mean? He's a producer. Go Pack Go. Go Pack Go. Let's get a Go Pack Go chant. Vince, what do you got? Go Pack Go. All right, we got Justin Fields looking to throw. He's throwing right. He's going towards the end zone. And is that a catch? Is that a touchdown? What are they going to call touchdown? Touchdown! Touchdown for the New York Jets. I think it was the Go Pack Go chant that did it for him. You know what I mean? Yeah, that might have been that Snowflake. It probably is the soundbite from Snowflake from that movie. I think it is. That the sound from the movie, Vince? Might be the exact.
I just tried to find a dolphin sound effect, and that's the first one I found.
Yeah, I think that's the one they use for everything. But that might be from that movie. But yeah, dude, that was a great touchdown right there. Yeah, that was a ridiculous catch. 27-19. 1:49 to go in the 4th quarter. And I'll tell you right now, dude, this game goes overtime. I'm gonna break something. It's Flipper. Oh, sorry, probably before your time. No, I remember Flipper, dude. I mean, I couldn't give you the details of the movie, but I definitely remember the.
Honestly, that's what I think it was too. Flipper. Yeah.
The fish. I remember. I don't have direct memory, but here we go. They're going for 2 right here. 2-point attempt. We got Justin Fields going to be in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off. Oh, no, he keeps it. He keeps it. And Justin Fields gets the 2-point conversion. We have a 27-21 ball game, people. There we go. We got something working. A little bit of reason to get excited over here. That was a beautiful catch. I've shown this replay. Got both feet in. His arm was in between him and the ball. That was just a good catch right there, dude. I don't want no tie. I don't want no overtime to last so long. It's a tie. I need one more from Bo Nix. I'm not sure if you're going to get it, dude. They're up big over here. 21-3 in that ball game. 12:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. Look at this. Check out my podcast, the Matt Ramage Show, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Apple, Spotify, all the places. Head on over there and subscribe. Follow, whatever the thing is at that one. Google, all the places. If there's a place that listens to podcasts, you can listen to mine there. So here we go, 27-21 ball game. Garrett Wilson, 7 targets. Oh, I missed that one. They're having a moment over here on the sideline. I was talking the TV show, not the movie. Remember, I'm an old fart.
Mitch,
Yeah,
I'm right with you, buddy.
Yeah, Vince is very old, too. Extremely.
Thanks, Matt. Love you too, buddy.
Back when I was a kid, we weren't allowed to watch it. They're like, get out of here, go outside. Here comes the onside kick, and that's going to be returned though, or caught by the Dolphins. So 1:49 to go. That's about a wrap on this game. We tried the onside kick. Yeah, we need to get a Mr. Ed graphic.
Consider it done. You will have it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Do you want a regular Mr. Ed, and do you want one with like Elway as Mr. Ed too?
I don't know. That seems kind of mean. That seems kind of mean. I'm gonna think. I have some ideas. I have an idea for a Bear Still Suck one too. We're gonna have a run up the middle here by the Dolphins. Not gonna be a lot there, but 1:44 to go. The Jets have only 1 timeout. I assume they're gonna use that here. Yeah, and they do. Sure, it wasn't the shark the Fonz jumped over. You know what I mean? I don't.
All right, Phil. Hey, I'm going to challenge Phil in a trivia. Do you remember what kind of shark that was from that episode of Happy Days?
No, it's the kind that bites people. You know what I mean? Do you know what kind of shark it was? I've heard Henry
no
Winkler
Googling.
tell that
No
story many
Googling.
times. He never mentioned what kind of shark it was. Fun fact, he didn't know how to ride a motorcycle back then.
That is very true. Yeah.
Yeah. Said that shot, he was like scared to death. He didn't want to ruin it. It was some famous motorcycle that was used in another show. I forget which one. Here we go. 2nd down and 10, 1:44 to go in the fourth quarter. And they're going to hand this thing off up the middle, just trying to bleed this clock. There's going to be about 2 or 3 yard gain there. They can't stop the clock. The Jets can't, so it's 1:35. They're going to be able to bleed this thing down to about a minute before they snap the ball again. Bottleneck. Phil says tiger.
The correct answer is it is a tiger shark. Yes,
Dude,
it
why
was a
does Phil
tiger
know
shark.
everything, dude? Why do you know everything, Phil? It's annoying. I'm just kidding. But here we go. So 109, 108, this clock is ticking, and it's 3rd down and 7, so the Dolphins are going to wrap this thing up.
But I will give Stacy points for saying bottleneck, for knowing that there is a bottleneck out there somewhere, too.
Yeah, I didn't know that, dude. All right, so it's 4th down now. We're inside a minute, 45 seconds to go. We'll see how they wrap this thing up. See if we have some kind of mistake that can get the Dolphins to lose. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'm not like rooting for either team, but I wouldn't mind seeing a horrible blunder and lose the game. Like some you like botch the kneel down spike or something. I'm gonna need a graphic of a bear crapping on a bed. Yeah, I kind of like that. Because I want to do a bear still suck one, but maybe even like the quick trip guy, like dancing around in like a circle. I don't know. If we're gonna have people crapping on bed, maybe we shouldn't have the sponsor on that one. Tim said, I feel like the Packers can run the table. Have faith, dude. Absolutely. Let's get after it, dude. Come back from this bye, fired up, get the offensive line healthy, get some people back. Christian Watson's going to come back at some point. And, you know what I mean? Get after it, dude. I have faith. I have faith. Shout out to Vince over here. 13 seconds to go. It's 4th down. I feel like this game's been going on forever, you know what I mean? 9:15 over here. 4th down, and they're going to, 13 seconds. They're going to punt this thing. See, what if some fluky stuff happens right here, dude? What if some fluky stuff happens? And the ball is up. All right, they were coming for that thing, too. And they're going to let this thing go. And it's going to bounce at the, 1 yard line. Is it going to roll in the end zone? They're going to stop it from rolling into the end zone. And that's where they're going to start. 1 yard line. And that's where the drive starts with 2 seconds to go. Good job, Vince. I still haven't seen one play tonight. Why is this not going on? All right, here we go. I also feel like it's been on forever. Yeah, for real, dude. It feels like this game started, 6:15? Now it's 9:16. I guess that's pretty much what they go 3
And
hours.
everybody give a round of applause for the real boss, Michelle. The real boss.
We don't give a round of applause. No cheer for her. That's for Phil. He likes when you do the doorbell. All right, here we go. So they're trying to get some miraculous play going on here. I thought this game was over, but they're running down the field. That's a 1st down, and he tosses it back. And now they're trying to have a miraculous thing over here. He tosses it again, and now it's down, though. But there's a flag on the play. Oh, I think we might have a fight. There's a scrum. There's a scrumble.
We have a skirmish.
A skirmish. That's the word, a skirmish. The game is over. Legal forward pass. All right, go Pack, go baby. And we're going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate y'all. Big shout out to Vince, handling all the graphics, doing all the producing. and all that stuff. And I want to say thank you. Over 1,200 people watched me live for the Packers Cowboys live watch party. That was awesome. The most people I've ever had in a watch party before. So big shout out to everyone who tuned in and to the people who won. And if you won that thing, make sure you contact me. And don't do it if you didn't, because we know the name. All right, so let's see what Stacey. We got a few comments we're gonna get to. Are you live any other days this week? And thank you, Michelle. I'm live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll be talking Packers, maybe with the guests. We'll figure some stuff out. But we're gonna be talking about this Packers Cowboys game. Wednesday, I'll do the Pick'em show at 7:30. Thursday, I'll be there for Thursday night football. And then Friday night, I think we're doing. We're gonna figure something out for Friday night. But yeah, we live all week, Stacy. Come hang out. You know what I mean? Philly boy didn't phase the dogs tonight. Fight who sucks more. Yeah, I like to do that doorbell just to get Phil's dogs going. You know what I mean? I appreciate you hanging out here. We need to get that Super Mac going. Vince, here we go. Vince is the real MVP. Love the new graphics. He does a great job. And Mitch says, thanks for another entertaining night, guys. I appreciate it, Mitch. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with me, people. Go Pack, go. Packers will be back. Tomorrow night we're going to talk about this Cowboys game. Got the bye week coming up. We're going to have a good time. But here we go. Dolphins beat the Jets. What an exciting game. But thanks for watching. Go Pack, go, baby. We out.